Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Weekend Eats. I'm Casey, if you don't know already, and I know my family that's sitting there so patiently waiting for my arrival knows who I am. But for those of you who don't, hey, I'm the chick that you sit with every Saturday. I hope you come back. You're going to have so much fun. I'm telling you. Anywho, we know we're coming up on a holiday tomorrow. And last week I did was it last week we did the brunch? Yeah, last week we got kind of out of tradition. Well, people do have brunch, but we capitalized on a Easter brunch and we had some yummy stuff. Oh, and I'm still tasting the loveliness and the yeah. Yes. It was so good. Good morning, my sister. Good morning, Deb Huckabee. Hello, my husband with the love. There you go, perfectly neat. Y'all know I gotta stumble on my lips. That's how it goes. Okay, it's all the Vaseline. It's just like I'm just slide. Anyway, TMI. Anyhow, so back to the Easter thing. So now we're going to do one of those holiday stretch meals, but it's going to be all that and a bag of chips. I know I dated myself. Didn't I? When did they say? Well, no. They used to say that like what? In the 90s? The 90s? Or no, they didn't. It was in the 2000s.
No, I remember that.
Okay, well, you were young yesterday. Oh goodness, I got something on my tongue. Anywho, yes, you were young yesterday. Okay, so just like you ate yesterday, you won't get anything if you keep talking. All right. So anyhow, we're going to do the most delicious, hearty, flavorful lamb stew. Ooh, baby. But I got to KCI's it. It just can't be regular. But did you know, fun fact, lamb is actually the number one meat that people prepare for Easter dinner. Ham too, but lamb is not. Lamb is number one, and I'll let y'all figure out why. Y'all can tell me in the chat there why you think. I'm not saying.
I can tell you.
I'm not talking to the people in the studio audience. Okay. I'm talking to my wonderful people there, my family in the chat. Anyway, we're going to do some lamb stew. I'm going to do it from the very beginning. I was going to cook it up, but you know what? I think it's important that you know how to do this. A lot of people don't like lamb because they think it tastes gamey and stuff like that, or they have these little, I have another sister and I made some lamb chops on one of my videos, right? Those lamb chops were smashing. Oh God, it was so good. I made a comment at the end of the video. If anybody will watch it, I thought it was really funny. And so the editing in it has like a little lamb and stuff that a lamb tells you how to cook it. So in any case, at the end, I said, I know why Mary had a little lamb. Oh my goodness. Do I get a call from this little sister? Oh, the little lamb. I'm like, oh, the little lamb tastes good. Anyhow, yes, lamb was good. So if you know how to cook it, you know how to cook it. And we're going to learn how to cook it. We're going to cook it we're going to cook it the Casey way. You're going to love it. Anyhow, coffee mysteries, y'all. What you don't know. I know y'all, I'm scared y'all now. I'm not going to tell y'all going to be a bunch of bugs. But yeah, it's some interesting facts about what you don't know about coffee. And I want you guys to always be in the know. And then alternatives to dyeing Easter eggs. Now, the reason why I came up with that is because I'm going to tell you like this. Eggs are off the Richter scale expensive. A dozen eggs cost me $7. It's almost $1 an egg. And I'm not even sure that I can eat, because, sometimes you may have a little embryo and you don't want to eat that. So, yeah. So I said, okay, I don't think that I want to go and dye a bunch of eggs, but there are tons of alternatives out there that are less expensive, that are fun, innovative, that your kids would love, even the big kids. Because see, in my house, everybody still want an Easter basket. I just got to find it for the geriatric all the way down to the infants. Yes. Anywho, and then of course, the home cooking story time, because I get you all up in my business. Yeah, y'all know why. You get to hear why why I am who I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get to hear the ratchetness. I'm joking. Listen, in any case, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Yes, I am. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. Regular Folgers today. Yes. Homage to Folgers. Let me drink some. Okay. Y'all take a drink too. How's everybody doing? How was your week? Please let me know. I hope it was wonderful. That's a good cup of coffee. I will tell you guys, I'm still not mended from this knee. I am awaiting an appointment with the orthopedic specialist, and where I live, that's a long wait. So until that time, what does that say? I love that cup too. I love the person who gave me that cup too. Okay, how about that? Anywho, until then, beautiful assistant is going to be even more beautiful, and she's going to be her mama's legs. Yes, she is. So y'all don't have to hear me scream all over national TV, because I ain't going to leave y'all stranded if you think you're not going to see me. What I tell y'all? I got so much more to show you all the time, even if I got to scoot across this kitchen. That is for sure. Yep, allergies kicking up, all that. We will not surrender to the dying of the light. We sure won't, because we're going to keep on keeping on and keep that light as brilliant as possible every day, and especially on today. So, beautiful assistant is going to tell you what the ingredients are. We're going to get this party started, and we're going to have us a good time today. It's going to be worth the wait. Trust and believe. I'm going to drink my coffee. Oh, yes. I'm telling you, this is some extra good coffee today. She has said, that one over there said that, and you're going to drink it anyway. Watch me. Watch and learn. Right? Watching. Watch. How do you like the dresses? Aren't they cute? We matching somewhat. We in colors. Yes. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? I love red. I love black, but I love the right kind of red. And boy, when I saw these, I'm like, yes. Then I had to get two, because I had to have beautiful assistant have one too. Yes. We're going to call this Moo Moo Nation. How about that? Maybe I should have named the station Moo Moo Nation. Okay, but yeah. No. Now I like Flavor Town. Flavor House is good. Flavor Town. It is a flavor town because there's always some flavor up in here. I told my husband, because of course, it's getting around barbecue seasoning. Yes, they are. I love these. They are so cute. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, I digress. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you, I told my husband, because it's getting around barbecue time. I have a brand new bottle of this, don't I? Yeah, I do, of olive oil. But anyway, so we're going to use some olive oil. We have our cooking spray, because I always use cooking spray. You can put that over there, because I probably will need extra. Okay. Back to what I was saying. So anyway, it's getting close to grilling time. Well, for us, grilling time never, ever, ever ends. My husband will be out there in a parka and a hoodie or something, grilling something. But it's really getting to be grilling time. Okay, she's bringing everything up. Okay, so we're going to do this real quick, then I can tell you that story. So, celery flakes, black pepper, and I'll pass them back to her. We are going to be using some ground cumin, coriander, not Cory, but coriander, okay? We're not going to be using any Cory in this dish, okay? Some onion. Listen, okay, let me stop playing, y'all. Onion powder. We are using some white pepper. We are using a little bit of garlic powder, but I'm going to be using some of that minced garlic, because y'all know that's my thing now. I'm going to be using, and yes, you're like, why is she using cinnamon? Hey, trust the process. Just a little bit will go a long way. Of course, my Casey's blessing, and like I said, my bottle is going through gentrification, so I'm trying to figure out what kind of label I want to do now. So I'm not letting you say, but Casey's blessing, you use whatever all-purpose seasoning you have available, and I will say that. I am doing rosemary. I am doing some turmeric. I am doing some chopped cilantro, my parsley and my basil, my Italian herbs, because I need oregano. I need a couple of other herbs, and they didn't have the separate ones, so they have them all chopped up in here. Hey, do you, boo? And of course, then we have our vegetables. We're gonna have some carrots, nice carrots in, the little baby carrots cut in half. Then we have our red pepper that is, almost overripe, but I think she just likes that. She loves that machine. If that machine breaks, I don't know what she's gonna do. My husband better buy another one.
We gotta back up.
Oh Lord, he did buy another one. Okay, and then we have some lovely. She's supposed to do white onion, but I guess we had red onion left, so it doesn't matter. Onion is onion. You can use whatever onion you want. Okay, but she has it really finely diced because I like to bring out the flavors. You can cut the vegetables as coarse as you want. It's up to you. I like my stuff really, really concentrated because it really gives it bursts of flavor. And then I've learned this way because I got picky chilling. So this is about
3 packs.
Poundage.
Like maybe 2.5.
Okay, just weigh it. She's going to weigh it just so we can be sure. And then I'm going to tell you the story about the lamb. Oh my goodness. Make sure if you ever want to cook this, I will suggest going to okay, 2.5 pounds of lamb. I would not buy it from where I got mine from because I think it was way too expensive. Aldi's has lamb and lamb of leg and leg of lamb and lamb chops and stuff. It's not all the time. It depends on your Aldi, so you want to check it out. You can actually go because I don't think you have to be a member of Instacart to view certain things. You just can't order. You can view if you want. You could go and you can view. Volvo to love. How are you? Behold the lamb. That's right. Anyhow, so I was going to get mine from Aldi's, but they ran out. And it was half the price. You can get they come in stew pieces like beef. And they're already cut. Or you could just get yourself a boneless leg of lamb, whatever is cheaper, and cut it up. But this is 2.5 pounds. This is 2.5 pounds of lamb. You can do a pound, you can do a half a pound, depending on how much you want to make. I want to have some stretch holiday food left. So I'm doing the 2.5 pounds. This has been cleaned. Now, this is the thing. Different people will tell you different things about preparation of lamb. Like I said, people say that lamb tastes gamey, like I guess deer or something. I have not experienced that. I was not originally a lamb eater. I learned to eat lamb chops once I started making them. That was not something that was cooked in my home. Pork chops, yeah, all the pig you want. Okay, but I tasted lamb chops for the first time, believe it or not, at my husband's aunt's house when we were young. And she barbecued them and they were like, And so, of course, I adapted the recipe and different type of lamb chops. I like the little ones that look like T-bone steaks. But anyhow, so I got this glazed lamb chop thing. Y'all got to see it. It's on one of my videos. You got to go over there and look. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the long form videos. I'm getting back to that. I focused a lot this last year on my lives. Because I'm going to tell you, if I had started doing lives before I started doing recordings, I probably would just be an all live show. I was not confident enough to show myself like this, okay? I am now. So you'll see a whole lot more of me, whether you like it or not. Okay, but anyway, so I haven't done I've only done one long form video, and that was like the tuna casserole one, which was a big hit. I'm going to be going back to doing my videos. So I need for you guys, I know you like lives, but I got a lot of stuff over there that you don't have to go through listening to me and talking and all that stuff. If you just really want to cook something and learn the craft of cooking without all of my mouth, hey, the videos. Yeah, the videos. I'm also, like I said, I am coordinating my Patreon. I am thinking my Patreon will probably be about $5, $5 to $7 monthly. And hey, Jerome, hey, how are ya? And that's going to be one of the tiers for now because I'm going to have 3 tiers, but I'm just starting with that because, hey, it's a lot of stuff to do. I want to give you quality. in my Patreon, we will have a live cooking with me, meaning I will give you the information with the recipe, the ingredients. We will meet on Zoom. You'll be able to talk back and forth to me. I can see you. You can see me. You can say, hey, look at this. Is that too fat? How do I cut it? We're going to do the whole thing. That'll be only for my people who have their $5 a month. That's it. You're going to get footage and videos and information that you would not get here. And more contact with me because I'm lonely. I need friends. Okay. Anyhow. So was that everything? No. Did we get everything? We have one more ingredient. That's brown sugar. Okay. We have one more ingredient. And I'm using the Splenda brown sugar blend because I'm trying to stay compliant to my keto. You can use some light brown sugar. You're going to like, what is she doing with the light brown sugar? Well, you will see what I'm going to do with it. Now, this right here, I love this because the carb count is really good for what I'm doing. I am taking this to a whole nother level than the way that most people will cook this stuff. And it's going to be on and popping, trust me. And then I'm going to use some of that saffron that I got, a couple of shreds of that, and I'm going to make some saffron rice to go with mine. You can use regular rice. You can have potatoes in yours. You can make mashed potatoes. It's so many things. You can make noodles. Or you can just eat it all by lonesome. It's going to be good. So get that over there, beautiful assistant. Beautiful assistant going to spread out the foil. We are going to get this meat seasoned. We are going to saute it. Well, not, just kind of brown it on all sides. We're going to get it in the pot. Oh, do we have, I hope we do, we have any kind of broth. Check the broth because I may have forgot. Let me tell you, if you ever run out of broth or you don't have broth, I like using chicken or vegetable with this, but because it is a meat, you can use beef broth. You can, or you can just use water. You just want to season it up. Really, really good. Check the fridge. You want to season it up really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We always have broth. Broth is like, I think I'm going to do a video with you guys so you'll know the staple things that you need to have in your house. And you don't have to buy them all at one time. When you find this on sale, we got it all going on. We got this. I always get the store brand, but I do have some beef broth. So I'm going to use a combination of both. The beef broth will give it a bolder flavor. It's not going to change the dynamic. We know it's a little lamb. However, it's not a chicken either. So you can use whatever you have available. This is life. We got to make do with what we got. Okay. So let's get the meat out, and beautiful assistant's going to get it out there. We are going to season it, and we're going to get it browned all up inside that pot. Oh, I can't wait. And also, tonight for the Love Rhythm recipe, I have a subscriber, and the person's name is the Lone Wanderer. I can't remember the rest of it. Okay, but anyway, cool people, and they come to the video at night. They come to the live at night, and they wanted me to talk about self-esteem in a relationship. So I did the whole thing. What you say, Jerome? Do I prefer? I'm be totally honest. Now, my husband, he has used the cube. I prefer the broth. I prefer the broth liquid. I don't want to have to do that. I really do. What powdered broth? I didn't say anything about powdered broth. You said cube. I said I prefer he's saying powdered broth. This is Jerome. Jerome is the little brother that I don't have here at home. That's who Jerome is. Jerome is the one that, hey, gotta love him, but you want to hang him up on a hanger. Anyway, no, it's not powdered, Jerome. It's liquid, or they have the bouillon cubes. I find that the liquid is closer to you making your own broth, me personally, but I'll tell you like that. If that's all I had, Casey gonna make do. That's just the way it is. I live in the world of make do. I would not say, can't make it because it's not. No, you just adapt, you pivot, and you adapt those flavors or use them. My Casey's blessing is the bomb because it will adapt to everything. You said they have powder broth. I've never used that before, but yeah, because you probably will want to. Okay, cool. That's nice. He said he's going to send me the brand. It will probably, are we telling them what we're putting on here?
I didn't start yet.
Okay, so the powder broth will probably be a situation where you want to be careful when you measure because you may make it too strong. It could have sodium in it. You know, the thing I do know with the liquid, I can get low sodium, and they even have some that have no sodium, depending on the brand. So what's going to happen now, my beautiful assistant has that lovely lamb. Just let them see a piece of that lamb, how nice it is. It's so nice. It has the right amount of marbling, which is going to be great. Slow and steady is the way you want to do. And I'm going to tell you, it'll cook faster if it's in smaller pieces.
Oh, these are two separate.
Okay, so like just put it in. You see how nice they are, little itty bitty, and you're dripping on my computer. Okay, yeah, she's dripping on my computer. Anyway, but they're nice and they're marbled. You want them to be marbled because that's going to give you the moistness. However, you know how we do. We had our little lamb inside the fridge overnight with our 8-ounce meat tenderizer. And getting back to preparation, some people will soak it in vinegar. It does help break down some of the tendons and things and and it's a component in the meat, starts with the M, and I forgot to write it down, but I will put it somewhere that it helps break it down to make it tender. Okay. So, and they say to take the gaminess out. I've never had that experience of the gaminess. I will tell you this. I've had it when I was a kid, and my Aunt Becky, my mother's very best friend, she was made some kind of lamb, and she put mint jelly on it. And no. Love her. She could cook, but no. So that didn't do it for me. However, if you season the stuff up like this, you will not have to soak it in vinegar unless that's your thing. Or they say soak it in lemons, and unless that's your thing, okay. But you just clean it thoroughly like you do every other meat, because I believe in that. I don't believe in taking things out of the packet and just slapping it up there, because my mind started wandering. Who stepped on this? What floor? How dirty was that floor? It's just me. Okay, you sanitize after you clean your meat, and you don't have to worry about salmonella, E. coli, blah, 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 or whatever kind of disease you can get. Okay, trust me, ain't nobody ever got sick when I cooked. I'm just saying. Okay, obviously Queen Diva. Okay, so she's going to...
Well, I see your assistant is getting more face time in the show.
Yes, Jerome, you know my knee is out. What you want from a sister? I am not going to let you guys not be here on Saturdays. If I were to wait until this knee gets better, and it may not, I may have to have an operation in it. You think I'm going to lay up for 4 or 5 weeks and not see you? No, I'll get lonely. So yes. This is why you have children, so they can be your legs. And you have beautiful assistant children that can cook too. How about that?
So lovely.
So this is a legacy, people. This will be when I am an egg again. And I'm gonna be an Eggland's best egg. Okay, I'm being on expensive eggs. When I'm an egg again, okay, this will be relevant. It will be beautiful assistant. It will be beautiful assistant's children. It will be their children. We'll probably be floating across the kitchen like space cadets, whatever. Okay. This never ends. Ever, ever, ever. I love it. Anyway, so yes, she is here helping me because that's what good daughters do. Anyhow, so she's going to season, and I'm going to let you see what she's doing. Y'all have been down this road. You know, we do everything all the way around. Everything has to be fully coated. No piece of meat is left undone.
Okay, so I'm learning with y'all. So here's what I need to do. Am I putting this on there too?
Okay, I'm going to show you what to do with that. No worries. You got to get your freezer bag. Okay, get your freezer bag.
Oh, wait.
No. You're going to get the freezer bag. I want you to turn up the edges of your foil, because remember, we don't want the counter to get dirty. So this is good, because this is how a cooking lesson goes. We are instructing, okay? See, this is how you keep stuff going. Isn't it? Okay, this direction. Okay, you need to go that way. Okay. I tell you, I have such a time with the necklines of these things. I really do. Anyhow, okay, so she turned it up, and now she's going to season it. So start with your blessings. And I want you to get your minced garlic out also, and I'll tell you what to do with it. But she's going to start with the blessings, y'all. She's going to bless, 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 bless the lamb. Yes, she is.
All right.
And when you do that, the lamb is going to be good to you. It is going to be so good to you. Yes, it is. Oh, let me tell you guys also, for all you ham lovers and you want to do roasted chicken, I'm telling you, I am so feeling all these. I went over there and I was saying about going to Instacart. If you don't know how to use it yet, not a problem. I promise you, I'm just trying to figure out how I can film it where I can show you it moving as I'm talking to you. You know, because if you learn how to master it, even if you don't want to use it all the time, there are times like how I am now. I can't really drive. Okay. So it's very, very convenient. It allows you to go to stores that may be far away from you. It's everything. It really is. Now I ain't gonna tell you that you have to learn how to navigate it though. People have had experiences where I don't like people picking my food. They don't do it. You don't just let them run free.
Okay, pause.
Yes.
The next is seasoning.
Okay, so she did the Casey's blessing. We are going to do some onion powder.
Okay.
It's going to be the next.
Onion.
Because we're layering seasoning. So anyway, for those people who are afraid, like my husband, he was a skeptic, okay, and he still is to a certain extent, you know, because he liked to go in there. See, his thing is he likes to go into the grocery store, y'all. I send him for 3 things. He come back with 25. It was on sale. Okay, this is on sale. I mean, I need it in my house. But anyway, so now you put the onion powder. You want to put some black pepper. And what you're doing, guys, you're just sprinkling. So we're using, for this 2 pounds, I would tell you, you want to sprinkle to cover. Okay, and we're going to let you see what it looks like. You can say, hey, I'm going to put a teaspoonful of this or whatever. But when you are trying to cover your meat, and you put it all in a little container, you sprinkling like that, something's going to get missed. It's a visual thing, okay? If I'm putting stuff in like a potato salad or in the stew or in the pot, then I'm going to tell you tablespoon, this, that, and the other. When you're sprinkling, you sprinkle to cover. Remember that. Sprinkle to cover, except for salt, because salt, you know. Yeah. Okay, but now she's going to put a little bit of the garlic powder on there, but you remember I'm using the minced garlic too. I find the combination is good. So I would say she's putting probably about a half a teaspoonful of the garlic powder on there because it's not that pungent. Okay, now we have coriander. I want her to hit it with the coriander, and maybe that's why my lamb doesn't taste what they say gamey, because I use spices that complement lamb along with my Southern roots and my Casey stuff. And I want you guys to get to the point where, hey, you have these certain spices, and sometimes you may see a spice. What is that? That's the cumin. She's going to do the cumin. Okay. You get all these spices up here, and you say, I got some chicken here. Boy, am I tired of the same old chicken. Hit them suckers with that spice. It will taste totally different. Even fry it. You know, I have a video. I got some fried chicken breasts. Okay, white pepper. We're going to hit it with some white pepper. Okay, just a little. Probably about a half a teaspoonful. I have a video of the most beautiful fried chicken breasts. Succulent, moist, everything. They have curry on this in the seasoning. Ooh, baby. Delicious. Okay, we're going to hit it with some turmeric. And she's covering it. You would think, oh, curry? I don't like curry. I didn't like curry either until I learned how to control it. There's a difference, and you'll learn that in that video. But I'm telling you, it takes fried chicken to a whole different level, especially when you eat it all the time. Sometimes you want to, and that's why I came up with Casey's blessing, because we're going to do a little bit. We're doing a half of teaspoon. We just want lightly cinnamon on both sides. Okay. Just a little bit, okay?
Okay, and I think I put everything that was here except the celery.
Okay, celery seed, we're not going to put that. We're going to put that with the cooked vegetables. So that will be right there. Now she's going to flip it over, y'all, and she's going to do the other side. Okay. What you say? Curry stains? Honey, I don't have curry stains. It's called bleach. Anyway, Corey, you are not reading this man's stuff. He's over here ripping me apart.
It's just Jerome.
It doesn't matter. Okay. See, this is the thing, y'all. I don't know if you watch other lives. I hope that I am coming across the way I planned it. You know, lives usually are, you know, you're looking in here, you're trying to read, you know, hey, this one, hey, that one, so and so. This for me, I need you to feel like you're sitting here with me and we just having a conversation for real. So this is why I make them read. You know, I'll read some things when I see it or whatever, but I like to keep the flow going because I don't want to put you to sleep. You're with me for a long time. You know what? Thank you, Jerome. I swear, you are a man after my own heart. You always notice my nails. I really try. You know, I mean, hey, I ain't got it. I don't have to scare y'all when I get on here. I try not to. I'm not all fancy smancy. I'm comfortable. This is how I roll throughout the week. I try to be presentable. So if somebody ring the doorbell, I don't go, ah! You know, but what you see here is how I really am, you know, with the exception of the makeup and stuff. I don't do all that, you know, but I'm not trying to listen. I have a clean face. Yes, I do. I have good hygiene. Yes, I do. I can take my bonnet off and fluff my hair up because it don't take nothing. Y'all get the extra. I give you a little color or whatever. But this is every day, all day. Good morning, my sister. Hey, Teresa. How are you? Smiley face. Everybody say hi to T.
Hi, Auntie.
So, yeah. So this is, like I said, you want to get real. Like I said, to give you behind the scene footage, you be bored because this is it. This is it. This is it. It really is. With the exception of the kids that I keep them far away from here because I don't want them all over national TV. But other than that, this is Saturday for us. If I wasn't doing a cooking show, I'd be sitting here in this kitchen. That's what I do. So I figured, hey, now why share with you guys? I look so forward to spending time with y'all. You do not understand. You think that coming here is maybe helping you in some way, and I hope it does. But boy, oh boy, I've never had so many friends ever. I've been that girl, one friend at a time in, you know, certain, you know, areas of your life. More so, my family has been my everything, you know, the family that I have. But, you know, people outside of that, it's like, you know, there are seasons, you know, and I've accepted that because I'm a pretty solitary person. I'm a very loyal person. A lot of people don't know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? However, for the time that I spend with you, I'm all in. I give people what they want from me. If you want a lot, I'm going to give you a lot. If you want a little, I'm going to stay back and let you come to it. That's just me. So to have all of you guys come here each and every week, and I know that you have had hard weeks, and you probably have other things that you could be doing with your life. It means so much to me. I don't care if it's 5 of you, 4 of you, or 1 of you. I will. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Not to stop the show. We probably should have put some paprika.
Oh,
paprika.
But yeah, no. Paprika's going to come after we do the sugar. Okay, we are going to do paprika because that's going to help brown it. Okay, but as I was saying, you know, y'all don't understand. Okay, this is like, wow. I have friends. I have people who actually care, you know, and not those people, how you doing today? And they really don't want to hear what you got to say, you know. So I really appreciate you. I will always show up and show out. It doesn't matter how many you are. If I ever get 1 million subscribers and they all look at this show, every last one of them means something to me, and you will always. Okay, that looks good. So this is what it looks like when she finishes. Can y'all see that? Fully covered. Looks like it has a cute little outfit on. So now she's going to get that same meat, and we're going to put a cup of this sugar inside a freezer bag. Okay, we ain't gonna use it all, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the cup of sugar in there, and we're gonna put the paprika, mix it with the sugar. Okay. It's not going to be sweet, so this is not the dynamic. See, we have balances of flavor. So we're going to put a cup of sugar, and only for this 2.5 pounds. You don't have to do that much if you don't have that much meat. And the only reason why I'm putting it in the bag because it's easier to massage all the flavors and it's not so messy. But you can do it on the counter too if you want. You can take your sugar and put it in. I recommend, and maybe that'll be some of my merch, specialized shaker bottles, plastic bottles. It won't cost much, but you'll always have something to put things that need to be shook or shaken and not stirred. How about that? I'm drinking more coffee. Jerome, are you drinking?
Yeah, Jerome, I need you to keep an eye on her coffee intake because I told her she wasn't going to finish.
Listen, don't be giving Jerome no job. Don't give Jerome any jobs. No. I tell you, allergies are abundance. Over here where we are, the pollen count is so high. But believe it or not, I've been taking Zyrtec every single night since I think the end of February, before all this stuff started. Because y'all know me, something is always running or sniffing. Or haven't you noticed? I'm not sniffing as much.
Yeah,
okay, I have kicked the Afrin spray habit since the last time I was sick. I am so happy. Okay, my nose is not sore anymore from spray. I get a little stuffy here and there, but it goes right away. And I think I'm building immunities with the allergy medicine because everybody around here is feeling it and I'm not. I guess, you know what? My higher power said, listen, girl, you wake up every single day with an aching pain. Your knee ain't working. I'm not going to make you stuffy too. So thank you. It was so much more you could bear. Okay, so now that she has the sugar and the paprika, I want you to mix the sugar and the paprika together. Just kind of squeeze it all together. So, okay, she did. So what she did, she took it and see, like I said, I have my Splenda stuff. So this is going to be, for all you keto lovers out here, this is the one for you. You can do this and you can get yourself some cauliflower rice if you want. Okay, or you can do, like I said, for the keto people, cauliflower rice. For the people who are watching their carbs, who may be diabetic, if you want real rice, you do the 24-hour thing. Yes, and anyway, so you do that. Now she's going to put all the meat in there, and then we're going to show you how we're going to coat it. Then we're going to brown it. Now you're going to think, oh gosh, you're going to have candy lamb. No, you're not. Trust me. Trust the process. I'm telling you, I can't wait until you guys come and I can see you face to face and we cook. And then y'all really gonna cook the stuff. Because I know y'all be sitting back here just voyeuring. Ain't nobody cooking nothing. I know I am not crazy. Y'all just like to see me bounce all around here. Now I can't. Now you got to see her bounce and me talk. But I'm telling you, when you start cooking some of this stuff, you ain't gonna go back. You are not. I have gotten to the point, and I tell you, even with me being so busy and not being able to stand a lot and stuff like that with this knee, I'm telling you, if they order something out, I'm like, I'm a pass. I'll take a salad. I'll do anything. The thought of me getting food outside of what I can control, the flavors and stuff, it just blows my mind. I can't. Okay, so now, she already did it. Okay,
I'm sorry.
So I was going to show you guys. Okay, but she put the meat in here, right? Already seasoned. Let me take some of the air out. And y'all know the thing, for those of you who don't know, we put the sugar and stuff in there. So now we do our massage. Because we always give our meat a nice massage in flavor before we go and we start cooking it and everything to make sure it has everything is kissed. So that cup of the Splenda blend and the brown sugar, and I suggest light brown sugar if you want to use it. And if you're using real sugar, I wouldn't even use a cup. I would use a half a cup, even if you had 2 pounds of this, because you're not trying to sugar it up. This is about the dynamic of the combination of the flavors and the brownness, because you want to get this nice and brown and crisp. So when you get it in that pot, it's gonna do its thing, and them flavors are gonna burst in there in that liquid that you put. And that's what I'm saying. Even if you don't have any kind of broth, this is gonna make broth. So you just make sure your water is seasoned. If all you have is water, don't give up. Oh, butter, y'all, butter. We got a stick of butter. Butter makes all things better. That's how we do these stews around here. So don't worry, we're gonna get to that. But that goes in there. This looks good. So let me let y'all see. Do you see? This is what it should look like. Just like this.
A little piece so they can see it up close to the camera.
No, well, I think this is good. Okay, can you guys let me know if you guys can't see this? If you want me to take a piece out.
Well, because see, I said it took the glare. That's why. Let me take
Okay, she wants to take a little piece out and let y'all see what it looks like. I want you guys to see. For me, cooking for me, it's nice to read it out of a book. It's nice to see a picture. I like to see visuals, me. Now, do you guys see that? Let me know. Sid, give me some thumbs up if you can see that.
That way it's nice and brown. Got all those seasonings all meshed together. It smells so good.
Hey there! Long time! I missed you! How are you? Fantastic. Boy, this is going, you know what?
We out here cooking.
Let me tell you something, okay? For the last few weeks, you know, the other side been trying to keep us from being great, okay? We will not surrender. And this is why I got everybody here. I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, wow. This is great. I feel so happy. I tell you, I feel like playing, what's that man's name? The song Happy? Yes, I feel like playing that song. What's his name? Pharrell? Yeah. Yes, Yes, I do. So in my mind, you guys know I'm playing that song. So now we got it like this. We're going over here to the skillet. We're going to spray our skillet. See, she don't know. We got to keep it rolling, just like I keep on talking.
Take me a coffee break.
Okay, take your coffee over there.
I don't want to clutter the counter.
Okay, she's trying not to clutter the counter. She's trying to take a coffee break, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to get, y'all know those hats that they have like the beer on one side or down the hat? We're going to get her a hat with two little coffee things up there so she can just stick it on there. Exactly, and she just stick it in her mouth. Okay, how about that? What y'all think about that? I think that'll be hilarious. I think it will be hilarious. Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm ready. So what am I putting in here? Am I putting the olive oil? Or
you are spraying your pan first. You're going to heat it up. We're going to put a screen on our pan. Everybody, get a dollar store screen for your pans. I don't want to use the olive oil yet. And the reason why, because it doesn't work well with high heat. And because I'm searing this meat, it's going to be on high heat. We're going to do the, we're going to use that. We're going to use a spray because my pan, you know, is old. But I'm going to use some avocado oil. Okay?
Keeper says, I like your fits.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I guess that means clothes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. See, I am not behind the times. I try to stay relevant, even though I'm 26. See?
And she has translators to help.
You know, there you go. Well, yeah, exactly. You know. Thank you. Keep us. Aren't they so cute? They are so cute. If you come tonight to the Love Rhythm recipe, I didn't finish telling y'all, I am making some sweet and spicy glazed chicken wings. Ooh, baby. And we're going to make some fresh potato salad. And I'm going to do some fried corn. And we're going to be talking about self-esteem in a relationship.
Okay.
How about that? Yeah, so she got it on a medium high. So we're going to hit that. Turn you got to flip it over. Okay. Go get yourself a little cup of water so we're going to do our little test. So this is how, for me, I don't need the screen, but I came up with a way for people who don't have that expertise to tell if it's hot. You know, everybody has their own way. This is mine. You get these screens.
What?
Jerome is saying, show the screen so we can see what it looks like.
Oh, I'm sorry. You see that screen? They have them in all sizes at Dollar Tree. If you have a Dollar Tree or a dollar store, or you could go online and they have them they may have them in sets. But I use this one pretty much for all of my skillets except for the little teeny tiny one, which, you know, I really don't need it. But for when I'm frying and I don't want to put a lid on it yet, I wanted to get air, but I don't want all that grease and take the chance. A lot of people, like my oldest son, he is so afraid of getting burned. Mm-hmm. So to have all these little mechanisms that'll give him safety and make him feel secure, to be fearless in cooking. I know long ago, before I started really, you know, I don't know if I was ever that fearful, but I will tell you, you know, hot oil is a thing, okay? And sometimes if you don't put that stuff in there the right way, or if it's too much liquid on something, it will pop and splatter if it gets too hot. Okay, feel your hand over it. Then she's going to take a little bit of water, and the sound of the pan.
Almost.
Okay, so when it's just like popcorn, they say when you put it in the microwave when it starts. Okay, she can now put her oil in there. So she's going to put in there about 4 tablespoons of the not olive oil. Remember, high heat. Okay, so we're not doing that. Get some. You can even get some canola oil. I'm going to use the canola oil because avocado oil is expensive, and I just want to brown this. You can, and canola oil, you know, it's up to you. I don't have a problem with canola oil in those small amounts. Now you better hurry because it's getting hot. Okay, that's something else. When you cook, attentive cooking is very important. It really is. Okay, yes, lamb stew. Lamb stew. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, my version is it's a combinated version.
I think
okay.
We're pretty much ready to put this in.
Okay, so she's putting about 4 tablespoons. Do 5 tablespoons. I want to coat the pan. That's good. Okay, let them see if they can see it. Okay, so you see that? That's about 5 tablespoons. We are not frying chicken. We want enough in there so you can get that sauteed brown. She took it off the eye, so we got to make it where it needs to be the heat. So the reason why I had to put the cooking spray in there first because this pot is real seasoned. I love this pot, and it probably will stick if I don't spray it first. You don't have to do that if you have a good pot. But that's a little bit more. So what she's doing now is she's testing the heat. So first, when I put my spray on, I don't put my loose oil in first. I need my pan to get hot. If you let your pan get heated enough and you put your oil in after and heat, it's not going to degrade your oil, number 1. Number 2, it won't smoke as much. And number 3, your oil will be at the right temperature. This is what I found. Now, you heard how loud that was. When your oil is roaring, then it's time to start putting your meat in. You put your meat in, you put as much as you can. Do not overcrowd your pan. If you overcrowd your pan, now you can turn it down. She's going to turn it down from a medium high. She's going to get it to maybe about a 7. Let's see what we're going. Because once we get the meat in, the temperature of that oil is going to start going down. We need it to stay at a certain temperature and sizzle because we want to crisp all of those seasonings. We want those seasonings to kind of blacken almost. We don't want to burn. We want to blacken. So, okay, she was able to get it all in there. So stand to the side. Let them see.
Hold on, let me flatten.
She's going to flatten it out and even it out. Smells good already. And see, she's making it flat. Okay. There you go. And see, I hear the temperature going down now. So I'm going to tell her to go and take it back up to an 8. Yep. It says, what if you overcrowd the pan, keep off the carbs, what will happen is your temperature will go down. And it'll go from searing to almost steaming. And it will release a lot of juice, and you'll have like a liquid, and it won't get the brownness you want. You want to sear it. Searing means it's going to get that quick tan. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, turn it up some more. She's going to have to turn it up some more because that meat had a lot of, it was juicy. It's juicy because we did a overnight brine with the Adolph's meat tenderizer.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to bump it up to a high. And
she's going to bump it up to high, and then she's going to bring it down. But when you cook like this, you have to stand there and watch it.
There we go.
Okay? Never. That's when you're cooking chicken or anything else. If it's touching each other, it's too much.
Yeah, this is perfect, but only if you want to stand here and watch it. Don't leave it because then you end up with a little burnt biscuit.
Exactly. You want it to look Cajun, but not burnt.
Not Cajun.
Okay. We can't get away with that all the time. Okay.
There we go. That's great. This is perfect.
It smells amazing. It smells amazing. Amazing. So amazing does it smell. I can't wait.
It's almost turned into a gravy.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. She's saying it's almost turned into a gravy because the heat went down. We want a little bit of that juice because that's going to transfer into our pot. So let's not get it twisted. Now, you can also do something else people like to do because they want to call these one-pot meals. You know, I'm very meticulous. I like to do everything separate and then marry everything together. But if you want, you can spray your pot. If your pot is wide enough and you don't have a lot of meat, I like to have even searing on all sides. Some people will just dump it in the pot and brown it as much as they can and then put the liquid on. That ain't that kind of party for Casey. I suggest doing it like this. So have 2 pots, okay? Have your pan, brown it. Here, turn this thing on. Yeah, we need to turn that on. Just turn it on low. Oh, that smells so good. Oh my God. Have the pan and burn it and brown it and then transfer it over. It's just 2 pans.
So I'm just heads up, I'm leaving the meat like one on this side.
Yeah, she's setting it stay so it can get that crisp, and then she's going to flip it over.
Yep.
Hey, Lolo. Oh, you're waiting on emergency. Oh, listen, every single prayer I got is for you. Lolo is waiting on emergency surgery, and everybody pray for her, please.
Please, yes. And let us know when you get out and everything's good.
Yes. Love you, Lolo. Everything gonna be everything, because you know what? He got to keep you here just for me. Oh, your daughter. And that's even more so. Which one? Lo? Which daughter is it? Oh, yeah. Y'all, everybody. Yes. I'm waiting for Lois to answer because she has a lot of beautiful daughters. Okay. Her daughters are so cute. They are so fly. They really are. They are so fly. Okay, that Lois, she's gonna be fine. Okay, she's gonna be fine. Everybody, just a moment of silence for Lois' daughter, because we are gonna send those good vibes up to heaven above, and he's gonna touch her daughter, and he's gonna make her good as new. Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, yes.
There we go. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all what we're working with so far.
Okay, so she still has it on high, but she's working with it almost like a stir fry.
So look.
Okay, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. Nice and brown. It ain't done yet, though, but it will. Okay, so you're done browning.
Well,
almost. She's going to let it brown so we did this for maybe about 5 to 7 minutes. Yeah. Flipping on high. Okay. If you're going to stand there, if you're not going to stand there, you want to lower your heat. You want to let it sit for maybe 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on one side and medium high, depending on your stove. You got to realize your stove is going to cook different than mine. So you're going to learn as you cook more, you're going to learn the feeling of your stove, your utensils, how your pots heat up and everything else. It's just like when you drive a car. When I'm not the person, now I probably can drive any car, but my comfortability is in my vehicle because it feels like it fits like a glove. And I just know where everything is. I can, and so it's the same thing with your kitchen. Let your kitchen and you become one. And then it goes from being a chore to being a joy, to being something that you look forward to doing, even if it's not all the time. I get real tired. I'm going to tell y'all, okay? Yes, low, yeah. I want you to focus on your daughter. I appreciate you coming here. You are, like I said, I don't care what goes on. This lady is always here. And that's why I said, that's why I got to show up. For Lois, for Volvo to Love, for Keep Up the Cards, for Teresa, for all of you guys, my sister Pam, you people have been holding it down. I can't disappear. Okay, so we're gonna turn that off. She's gonna spray my pan in there too. Yeah, even though this is the new pan, the good pan, the pan that I only use for this show. Okay, we're gonna spray that too because we want to make sure that nothing sticks. Okay, and I know I was yelling. I'm sorry, but this thing is so loud, so I hope I wasn't hurting anybody's ears. Okay, so she sprayed the stock pot. She's gonna put the meat in there, y'all.
Okay, should I turn it on first?
No, don't turn it on. Just drop the meat in there. She's dropping the meat on. The heat is not on. Oh, I appreciate you too. I really do. I love all of you. I really do. Like I said, y'all my family. Can't see you, can't touch you, but I feel you here. And I'm eager. I don't care how tired I am. I'm always eager.
All right.
Okay, everything is in it. So now we're gonna bring out the vegetables and the stock.
But first, we're gonna clean the stove.
Yeah, but first, see, she's learning, y'all. First, she said she's gonna clean the stove. Listen, tell me something good. Yes. Okay, the OCD is rubbing off. See, they learned everything, not just how to cook, but how to clean up behind yourself. That's what I'm talking about. You learn that skill, trust me, you'll be golden. You will not want to. I think a lot of times, people are really busy, especially younger people with families and stuff. And because even though I am 26, I have a young family, a family that I have to, I don't get to get off from work and go in the corner and sit and knit or whatever. It ain't that kind of party. Okay. Maybe after I go back to being an egg, I'll get to knit something. I don't know. But anyway, so we're gonna take everything. Ooh, the plate has gotten soft.
The peppers.
Okay, it's heavy. We're not putting the carrots are going to be one of the last things we put in. We're going to put in our peppers and our onion and our celery in here and our minced garlic. Yes. So she's going to get that in there. And I want you to put everything in there. And she has it's a whole pepper. It was a whole onion.
Well, this is 1.5 peppers. That's what I was saying. So
she did a half pepper because she cut it real small. A half red.
Read that. 1.5.
She did. You tell her what you did.
Okay, I have 1.5 red peppers here. I have a half an onion, and I have maybe like a 3/4 of a bag of those little fingers,
little baby carrots, and she cut them in half. Okay, that's going to be one of the last things because I want them to cook, but I don't want them to pulverize. We want to be able to. I'm trying to get in this chair the right way so I don't fall out of here, and then y'all really see a catastrophe. Then y'all will be replaying that, remixing that, and everything else. Okay, I can see it now. It'll go viral. Okay, no, I don't want to go viral that way. No, I don't.
That'll get you there.
Where can you find the garlic paste? You went to Piggly Wiggly yesterday, and they looked at me. It's not a paste. it's called this, sis. It's called garlic. Spice World minced garlic. It's squeezable garlic. Okay. Not the paste. Well, I don't know. They may have a garlic paste. They
probably do.
Get my tomato paste in my squeeze thing.
So you know we still have one open, right?
Yes. So we got that. So yeah, I love this because, like I said, y'all know in the earlier days, I didn't use a whole lot of real garlic because it just was way, way too much. But this right here is the perfect. It's the perfect pungency or whatever. It's sweet. It's just really good. Okay, also, we're going to be using a little bit of tomato paste. This is the one I had last week. I had some left. I got a new one. But you can just, the little, 6-ounce tomato paste. We're not going to use the whole thing. Okay.
So go ahead and start putting these veggies in.
Okay, they may have, hey, every chef uses different things, what is their comfortability. This chef right here try to find stuff that's on sale. Okay, I'm not gonna blow smoke at you. Some of these things you see I have, they look like they're real expensive, and some of them are, but not for Casey, because Casey ain't buying it unless it's on sale. You need to know, because if I was a gazillionaire, I may not be a gazillionaire tomorrow. So you need to live necessary. Okay, you live necessary, and yes, you can have whatever the finer things you want. But I'm gonna tell you like this: some things taste the same. They just tell you it's better because it's got a label on it.
Question: how many squirts?
Okay, we are going to use 5 squirts of this. So that would be about 5 teaspoonfuls of the minced garlic in there. Okay, we're gonna put and the onion she said a whole onion or half?
Half onion.
It was half of a medium-sized onion. Okay, and you can put more if you like more onion. It's up to your taste. Okay,
there's plenty of vegetable though.
Okay, so she got okay, see if they can see that. So this is what it looks like when the vegetables are on top. There you go. She got them on top. Get that back over there. Did you put the celery flakes? She's gonna put a tablespoonful, teaspoonful of celery flakes, and she's gonna rub between her hands. But it doesn't really matter if there's bigger pieces because the liquid is going to reanimate it and it's gonna have that flavor. So she's gonna do that and put that in there. Okay, we're going to get our fresh herbs, and we're going to put them in there too.
Okay. Well, first, do you want to put some of this in there?
No, not yet. That's going to be the last thing. The tomato paste will be the last thing that I put in.
Okay, rosemary.
We're going to do our rosemary. So what I want to do with the rosemary, because I was going to have her grind it up. You know, rosemary is a tricky thing. So rosemary, you see, is very, very spiny. So some people will cut it up. Some people will put it in like a little, tie it, and then put it in like a little muslin package so you can just get the flavor. What I tend to do is I will put it in whole like this and sit it on the top. Okay, if I have a lot of meat, then, you know, I do my layers. So if I have a lot of chicken, a lot of beef, I'll do the first layer, I'll season, and I want you to season that meat.
Okay.
Put some more Casey's Blessing on that.
Okay.
We're going to put every bit of the...
Any salt?
We're not doing any salt at this point. We can try later. She's going to re-season the meat because we're doing the layers. Because remember, we're putting liquid in here. The liquid we're putting in here is low sodium, so it's not going to get seasoned that, you know, salty that way. And Casey's Blessing, you can just go ham. Okay. So what I usually do with this rosemary, that'll be the last thing I put in. So if these little petals fall off and I don't want to eat them, I can just pick them out, you know, at the end of the cooking, but it will have the fragrance. Oh, it smells really good. I like this so much better. I used to use dried rosemary, but it doesn't give the same thing. It really doesn't. I've gotten into you, and I think that since my husband, the gardener, he wanna grow everything, and he grows everything so the squirrels can eat it. Hopefully, I could get him to grow me some herbs, so I don't have to keep spending this money and buying them. But the ones that I get, that's why I get the ones in the tub, because they have a better shelf life. They're not that expensive. Okay. So she's putting all of the seasonings we had before in here. Why do you say? It's not going to be over seasoned. Remember, we're getting ready to put liquid in here, and the liquid's going to dilute. So we are not only seasoning our meat, we are seasoning our liquid, because that liquid's going to absorb in that meat and make the meat, you know, cook, and it's going to cook through, and it's going to be a gravy, and it's going to be all those things, all things beautiful. Okay.
Okay, and only thing now I'm putting in is the
she's just all yeah,
and then these little seasonings right here.
Okay, and that's it. And when she does that, she's gonna start doing my pinches. Mm-hmm. Now, we usually do one pinch of all of the herbs. We're gonna do two because we got a pretty big pot here. Okay, so that is what the parsley.
This one is chopped Italian herbs.
Okay, chopped Italian herbs is going to encompass my oregano. It has rosemary in there. It has a lot of different herbs in there, you know, Italian. It doesn't tell everything, but all the herbs that I couldn't get separate.
Basil, oregano.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and that's all it says.
Okay. so we're going to put that in. You can do a little thyme too if you can get a hold of it, but you know, it ain't that deep. Okay, so she's doing 2 pinches, and you know a pinch is between your forefinger and your thumb. She's doing 2 pinches of each of the fresh herbs, okay?
This one I'm doing now is with a little bit of cilantro.
And like I said, cilantro, which is my mainstay. And do you know cilantro and coriander, they are the same plant.
This one is dried up.
Okay.
Okay, parsley.
She's doing 2 of the parsley.
Okay. And I'm kind of like spreading it across.
Okay, and she's just distributing. But yeah, it's cool. You can do that, but you know, once you put the liquid in there, it's going to spread out anyway.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Okay, we did everything. Did we do the garlic?
Did that already.
Okay, she did 5 teaspoonfuls of garlic, the squeeze. So 5 squeeze if you have the squeeze. If you have garlic, real garlic, chop it very fine. You want to have 5 teaspoonfuls for the 2.5 pounds of lamb. If it's less, then you know you want, unless you just like a lot of garlic. It's all subjective. It's about your taste buds. I know this family's taste buds like the back of my hand. Trust me. Okay, so now we have this. So we're going to take our broth. We're going to start with the chicken broth because that's already open. You can use chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth. You can use beef broth. The beef broth is going to give a more robust flavor. So I'm thinking I'm liking that. We're going to start with some chicken broth because I'm not trying to waste not, want not. Okay, so we're going to start with that.
Okay.
We want to put enough broth or liquid in there, and you can use water. We don't want to submerge it. We want to bring it right up to the top of the meat where we still can see a little peek out.
Okay,
What are we looking at?
We're almost there. Should I flatten it out?
Oh, yeah, flatten it out. She's going to flatten it out because we don't want to have too much liquid, but we want to have enough liquid to have a nice gravy because it's going to cook down. Okay, that's the thing. So we do want to pretty much submerge it.
So almost all.
Okay, so she pretty much got the chicken. It kind of went all the way. So that was probably about a cup or so, about a cup and a half. So she's putting maybe about, you're going to do another half a cup maybe?
I'm actually measuring.
And she's the measure queen. See, that's not me. So y'all lucky to have her because you can actually get some measurements now. Shoot. Please,
so yeah, after about a half a cup, you let me know if that's enough liquid for you.
I need a little bit more.
A little bit more. So
a little bit more, and then we're going to show them what it needs to look like. Okay. Because these pieces, now if you have bigger pieces of lamb, it's going to take longer. I like to cut mine smaller because, yeah, when it gets to smelling like this, it's just like, and I haven't had anything to eat since yesterday around 8 o'clock. Yeah, you knew.
So I put an extra cup and a half.
So she put an extra cup and a half. So this is what, okay, tilt it. Let's see.
A cup and a half total of beef broth, and what was that like?
I'm trying to see. I can't remember how many quarts this is. Can you see underneath there how many quarts? I think this is a 6-quart stock pot. Yeah. I think this is 6 quarts, if I'm not mistaken. So we got this 1/3 or
it's about a third full.
A fourth, maybe a fourth.
No, this is a third.
That's a third, about a third full of liquid. So she's gonna try to let you see.
Hold on, let me lean it.
Okay, let me do this. How about that? Does that work for you guys? Okay, straighten up the pot. Straighten up the pot. Okay. And I'm gonna go over. Okay, there you go. Can y'all see?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how much liquid you want in there. You can always add liquid, remember. So she's gonna put that on there. She's gonna turn it on high to start it with a rapid boil. She's gonna take that butter, that whole stick of butter right there, pick it up, let them see. Okay, whole stick of butter. I may add some more because butter does a body good. That's all I'm saying. Keeps all those pipes flowing. I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm gonna put the whole stick of butter in there now.
And turn it on high.
Okay, she's gonna turn it on high. And what we're gonna do,
When is the paste going?
as soon as it starts, the butter melts. When the butter melts, we're going, and it's percolating. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm in the habit of saying percolating, but percolating does not mean that. Okay, and people always say that. See, yeah, because high. Oh, these are those pots go real fast. So take that down. Take that down to 8. Because as soon as you put these pots on, they conduct the heat immediately. See, that's the difference between a new pot and the one that's been used over and over and over again. I'm not talking about no shade pot because them pots. And I'm gonna tell you what that 12-inch skillet. If you want a real 12-inch skillet, get that Ninja. What's the Ninja? What's the name of my pot? The Ninja pots. Okay. That was the one that, and I've had these for maybe like 3 years. They get
Ninja Foodie.
The Ninja Foodie. What?
Never stick.
Ninja Foodie never stick, and it probably never sticks. But I'm just paranoid, not just spray. Okay, and it really did. They are great pots, but you got to take care of them. That means no dishwasher.
Oh, I never did.
No dishwasher. No metal things in your pan. I don't care what Gordon Ramsay says. Don't do it. Okay? Don't put no metal in that pan. You better get some wood. Okay, we don't want the top on yet. We want it to start boiling. We want it to come to a rapid boil. Okay? So she's going to let that come to a rapid boil. It should be happening in a minute. Yeah, she's going to turn it back up so it do it really quick.
Get started and then we'll bring it back.
Okay, so, and I'm gonna take a swig of coffee. I'm always almost half done. The reason why I never finish coffee because I'm busy going back and forth. I love this beautiful assistant being my feet. Oh. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the butter down because it's just kind of sitting on the
Yes, top. She's gonna push the butter in so it can melt. Then we're gonna show you what to do with the tomato paste. And then we just gonna let this puppy cook. Oh, no, we forgot. Y'all let me forget this. Our sprig of rosemary. So we have we have the whole sprig, two, there you go. And we're gonna stick that on there just like that.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna use 4. Oh, this is so fragrant. I'm gonna use 4 of them. 2, and it's actually 1, but they fold in half. So we're gonna use 2 big ones or 4 little ones, but we're gonna stick that right on top, just on top. Don't push it in, just let it sit.
Yep.
Okay, because we will end up spooning that out because as much as rosemary smells good and stuff, I don't like chewing on it.
It's like that.
Now, when it cooks really, really long, it gets soft almost like some other vegetable or whatever. But that's just me. Okay, usually I will grind it and that'll be that.
Okay, I'm hearing bubbles.
Okay, so is it rapidly boiling?
In the middle.
Okay, so we want it to rapidly boil.
Okay. Give it a little shimmy. Okay. Yeah, we got some rapid.
Okay, I'm gonna try some. See, I better not. I was gonna unplug this and try to take that over there, but I be done messed up with the whole program. And then y'all remember when it went out and we ended up with two shows for one? We ain't trying to go there. So okay, I'm still trying to figure out. We're trying to use some other kind of streaming system or device or platform, because guess what? I have gotten invited to do lives on TikTok. It's bubbling. Okay, so bubbling brown sugar. Turn it down.
Ooh, and that butter's gone.
The butter's gone. It's melted. It's bubbling. If you see that smoke, that's right there. That's rapid boil. Okay. All right. So bring it down to 7.
Okay.
Okay, now I want her to take this tomato paste. You are going to put a tablespoonful of tomato paste in there. So just squeeze it. Let me see.
That should be good, right?
No, you can put some more. Yeah. You can do, you can probably put them because that thing is, So what she has is about this big of tomato paste in there with the squeeze. Put a tablespoonful of tomato paste. You want to stir that around in the liquid so it can incorporate.
Here we go. I think that's a good amount. All right.
Okay.
Stir it up.
Yes. Until it kind of changes the color, makes it a darker burgundy kind of color. Is that what it's doing?
Working on it because it's still trying to melt.
Yeah, because it's a little cold. Don't note to self. If you put, you have to refrigerate it. you have to refrigerate it after you open it. So let it sit out, get a little cooler, a little warmer.
It's taking on more of a red hue.
It's taking on more of a red hue. You don't want it red.
No,
you want it
red. It is a red hue to it. So can you take a peek and see if this is red?
Okay, I'm gonna get up.
Just the one time.
I'm gonna be careful, y'all, because I don't know which way I'm gonna step.
I'm gonna just bring it up.
She's gonna bring the pot over. Okay, so that's like a carrot colored red. Okay.
So we want it a little more.
Okay, she can put just a tad bit more. Okay. I want the red to be deeper, and I want you to put a little bit more paprika in there.
Okay.
She's gonna put a little bit more paprika in it. It's a certain look that I'm trying to achieve. You know me, all about the visuals.
I'll go ahead and just put the rest of this in.
Yeah, she's gonna put the rest of this. So she's doing about 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste.
Put a little paprika.
Okay, she's gonna put some more smoky paprika. Oh, this is so much fun! I tell you, boy, cooking is fun when you don't have to walk around.
Cooking is fun when you're not doing
Oh my gosh! Listen, I'm driving this train, y'all. Okay, you need to know. Don't get it twisted. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, it's looking the color. See, y'all don't understand this method behind this madness. Yeah, I ain't gotta cook all this stuff. She can't tell me, Mom, no one cooks it like you, Mom. Well, you do now. How about that? And I have it on film.
So now it's almost like a brownish.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Look. Now it's looking, there you go.
That's more like
okay, let's see. That's the color. Okay, so now we're gonna get it on here and make it resume to boiling. Take it back up again. She's gonna take it back up to bubbling. We're gonna put the top on it.
Like rapid bubbling or just
rapid bubbling. We're gonna put the top on it. She just gonna take it up because, of course, she took it off the heat and kind of took it down. We want to bring this meat up to a certain temperature, and then we're gonna let it go down. Okay, that took no time. She's gonna put the top on.
Okay, should I leave it on 7?
I put it on a 7 for now, and we're going to watch it. If it reduces too much fluid too fast, we're going to turn it down We don't want to put it. Now, you may want to put yours on a simmer because you can put this on a simmer and let it cook for hours.
Yeah.
We trying to fast pace this, so we ain't going to do that.
Almost like pressure cooker.
Okay. We don't want, and you can make this in a crock pot. You can make it in, what's that? A pressure cooker is another pot. Instapot. You know, y'all know I'm just old school because my husband's like, why don't you put it in the crock pot the night before? Because, you know, I got to do things the hard way. I'm Frontiers girl.
She admits it.
Yes.
Why does pop sound like that?
Huh?
I said, why does pop sound like that?
He sounds like that because in my mind. Okay. He in my mind. No, okay, let me give him this voice. Why don't you use the crock pot? Okay. So, how about that? They need to stop. Okay. Listen, I can have my own mind and my own conversation. Yes, I can. Do y'all agree? Okay.
And I give him whatever voice
Okay.
I want to.
Yes. Why does he have that voice? The same reason why does Pop have that voice? That's Corey. Okay.
Oh no, that's your voice.
Look, hold on.
Okay.
You have that voice.
Okay. See, see, that's how he sounds. That's why he'll never want y'all to hear him. That's why he don't want y'all to hear him. That's why.
Oh wait. Should I do it? You want me to do anything?
No, I think it's fine. So what I need you to do is take that off my stove and put it over there.
Okay.
She done messed the cardinal rule up now, y'all. She done put that on my stove. Put it over there.
It's on the place.
I don't care.
Guess what? The stove's still clean.
Okay, so we got this nice top on here. What do you think? Is it boiling really fast or no?
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna take it down because see these pots really conduct heat well. So she's taking it down to a 5. I don't want. The reason why we're taking it down is because we do not want it to eat all of the liquid to evaporate. Number 1. Number 2, don't get it twisted. If it gets too hot, your meat, because of the weight of your meat sitting on the bottom, even if it is a nonstick pan, it can get overly cooked or maybe even stick depending on your pot. So when you do it like this, you know it's safe and you can walk away for a moment, not forever, ever. So now what I'm gonna do while we're doing that, y'all, I'm gonna put on the eyes that can see. And we're going to talk a little bit about mysteries of coffee and what you did not know. I know I got y'all scared because I remember when I first did this show and I was telling y'all about the factories and the peanut butter. My sister said she didn't eat peanut butter for a month. Well, I'm trying to scare you. I believe that knowledge is power. I don't believe that the ostrich syndrome, this is what I call it when people want to bury their head in the sand, is going to benefit you. Okay. If you don't know what you're facing, you don't know how to fix the dynamics. If you so choose. Sometimes you just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So that's why I'm here. Because I'm going to tell you everything I find out. Okay. So let me take my glasses off and put on, and they match, y'all. See? There's method behind this madness.
While she tells
See,
y'all
coordination.
This information, I'm going to just stay in the background here and just mix this every once in a while just to make sure everything is evenly cooked.
She says she's going to mix every once in a while I talk. Okay, what I do best. So let me fix my seat. Oh, because, that's sitting on the edge. It's not working. Things was numbing up, y'all. I won't tell you what. All right, let me careful with this dress, because, yes. So let me get it. So like I said, I'm almost done with my coffee, I may have to get something else to drink. I'm thirsty too. But anyway, so the coffee. Y'all know I love the coffee. I love the coffee like I love the kids, you know. So
you got water?
Yeah, I have water. That time will come. Okay, so coffee mysteries. What you don't know is more than just, we say this over, it's more than just a morning cup. Okay, it's full of secrets though. It got secrets. Go figure. So, the decaf myth. I think I told y'all about this before. People think that decaf means no caffeine. Nope. Most decaf coffees still have a small kick. So it's not as much as caffeinated, but if you are caffeine sensitive, it may affect you, okay, in a way. Okay, I just think it's kind of, meh, me, maybe it's in my mind. Okay, some brands sneak in more caffeine than others. So you want to read the label. You want to see how much caffeine is, especially if you're caffeine sensitive. This is why reading labels is important. You know why? Because reading labels, just like reading contracts, are important. I don't know how many times in my everyday life I talk to people and they're like, well, nobody told me that. I ain't know. Yes, they did. When you walked in, wherever you walked in, and they said sign this, and you didn't read it, or you went online and you on a new website or app or something, and they got all of this contract in a little corner right there, and you skip past it so you can sign it. People don't put those things there just for decoration. They put them there to cover themselves, and they hope that you don't want to read. I will say again, butterfly in the sky. Y'all know. And for those of you who don't know, I'll finish. I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book, The Reading Rainbow. Yes. So read, read, read. And if you don't understand, go to Chat GPT. It's free. Copy and paste the agreement into that and type, I need this put into first grade language. Bam! 12 pages turns into one. It explains to you the dynamic of whatever it is you're reading. And then you can say, hey, is this something that's good for me to sign? And if it says something like, you might want to consult your lawyer, or this is something that's more in the favor of the, it'll tell you stuff like that. You ain't used to this technology. Then you can say how bad do I really want to sign up for this? How bad do I really want to see this site? How bad, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to remain unknowing. We allow ourselves to be ignorant, and then we get mad when we are led into a path of disaster. Now, whose fault is that? Okay, because even if you don't read that well, we have technology that can help us. Hey, I got 3 brain cells, y'all. Three. Okay, how you think I function around here? I have to read. I have to get knowledge. I have to open my mind. Okay, read. That's all I say. So, any case, coffee beans aren't just beans. Say what? Yeah, that's what they say. They actually are seeds from a cherry like fruit. The fruit is almost like a cherry. So think about some luscious cherries and that pit in the middle. That's what a coffee bean is similar to. It starts off like a fruit. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Where does it says where it grows changes everything. So where the coffee is grown, the higher the altitudes, the taste is different. It's more bold, rich, and flavorful. So if you grow some coffee way up in the Alps somewhere, that must be it probably real expensive too, because then you got to have somebody take that one donkey and go up the mountain and get them couple of beans and come. Yeah. Okay. That's why Ethiopian and Colombian coffees hit different. Okay. I drink instant. I don't know where Folgers gets this coffee from, but it tastes good to me. So freshness is tricky with coffee. Coffee beans actually need a few days to rest. So it's like a steak. Coffee beans need a few days to rest after you roast them so they can get fully. Isn't that amazing? So they kind of like a steak. You don't want to eat a steak right away. You may want to eat a steak right away, but it's going to be better if you let it rest. So you got to let the coffee rest. Okay. After roasting, so the flavor really blooms. Expensive doesn't always mean better. I don't know. In this world, we seem to think if you pay more money for, and sometimes you get what you pay for, but sometimes you can get quality and not break the bank. You gotta do what? Butterfly it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that $20 bag of coffee, beans, or whatever, it might not be as fresh than the one at your local grocery store, because let's face it, they tell you, it's like, okay, I got a perfect example. Bottled water. you think the bottled water, right, is coming from some spring somewhere, whatever. You need to read. Some of these bottled water says purified water. That means it can be tap water that they have boiled or whatever. They didn't go over there to the spring and they got the water there that the fishes are swimming in. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, you got live creatures, and I'm not gonna go there. But anyway, so this is why I drink filtered water. I'm filtering out the impurities. It's water coming from my tap. Okay. I ain't paying nobody no money for no bottled water. I got a cup. Okay. My filters get changed. How often the filters get changed? What?
Every 6 months?
Like every 6 months or 3 months or whatever. They don't cost me a lot of money. It costs me a heck of a lot less than buying bottled water all the time. And consistent freshness does not, I don't know if so-and-so spring or whatever, they telling me this. Okay, it could be poured out of the tap there and they put the label on it. We don't know. Just like I didn't know that a certain bottled water contained salt. I didn't realize it until I stopped drinking bottled water and I drank my water that is filtered. And then I went to taste that. I'm like, wait a minute. It don't taste right. Okay, so if you got sodium issues and you're using this particular brand of water, you are upping your sodium content, because if you drink a lot of water, you're drinking a lot of sodium. Read the labels. So it's about the roast date, it's about where it comes from, and it's about how they store it, because it could be the purest of the pure, but then it gets to your local grocery store and they store it someplace that is not conducive to the coffee. And it's going to change the dynamic of the coffee, and you're still paying full price for this fresh whatever. Okay. Teresa says, okay, she has to buy water because their main water is under scrutiny. I feel you. Exactly. Yeah. You do. I don't know what's going on down there. I don't know if you could use filtered water or not, and that would help the situation. But all I'm saying is this, sis, you need to read what you're getting, because you don't know. And if you're concerned about certain things getting in your body, like too much sodium and stuff, people think just because you see physical salt, that is the problem. It's not. Sodium is contained in pretty much everything that you ingest. There's a certain milligram of sodium that your body requires for life. When you're doing additional sodium, is where the problem comes in. It's not the salt. It's how much you get and where you're getting it from.
So is it like your body can't metabolize it?
It's just like anything else. It's just like with sugar. Okay, glucose is a component in your body that requires for nutrition a certain amount. You have organs that metabolize glucose, but when you put too much in there, it don't have nowhere to go. Yeah. So then it turns into fat. It turns into deregulating your insulin level. Child don't get me.
Because like your body has only a certain amount that it can even.
Right, and it's overflow. It's overflow.
Because then it tries to store the excess, and then after you reach the capacity for storage, then it's just floating around. It's floating around,
finding somewhere to go. It's like a little homeless thing, trying to find a house and ain't no doors open.
That makes sense.
Okay, so you got to make it make sense. So when people just say, oh, I just got the sugar. Oh, it's just a hereditary. You know what's hereditary? Type 1 diabetes. Okay, that could be hereditary. That's something you be born with. You can't do nothing about that. But live your life and try to, circumvent and keep it level with medications and diet and stuff like that. It ain't going nowhere. Type 2 diabetes is something that you bring to yourself. Now, you may have a whole generation of people that have it because y'all all ain't living your life right. That's just the bottom line. Families tend to eat the same way and have same behaviors, okay? And when that occurs, it seems as though, oh, Tommy got it, Janny got it, so-and-so got it, but all y'all eating the same way. All of y'all living that same life. All of y'all pretty much are doing the same things. Overloading your body. This is why when people lose weight or they're giving all these drugs trying to get you to reduce and stabilize your insulin levels by allowing it to be ridden out of your body, okay, it's because it's overload. Talk to your doctor. Ask them, read. I'm not making this stuff up. I do research on this stuff. I am a voluptuous woman, okay? People look at me and say, oh, she probably got all kinds of ailments. The only ailments I got is the ones I got from a car accident And when you break something or you bruise something, eventually it's going to become arthritis. You're going to lose things. Okay. So unfortunately, that's the life. Okay. But it's not because of my insides. Okay. Because like I said, yes, I want to be fit and healthy so I can move around here and stay here as long as I can. But I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't have a whole lot of medications I take. I don't have diabetes just because I'm chubby. I don't have any of that because I don't live that life. I cook all day long, but it's about moderation. Okay. If you want to sit up and eat a whole bunch of carbs and sugar all day long, and sugar doesn't mean sit eating cookies. I never eat a candy bar, but how much pasta do you eat? How many potatoes do you ingest? How much rice? And I ain't talking about serving sizes when half of your plate is rice and then you go get back. You get a big old plate of pasta and it's less protein. You rather sit and snack all day long on some bread or something. Think about it. If you start reading the labels and seeing the carbohydrate content, carbohydrates translate into sugar. So on top of the added sugars and the carbohydrates and stuff, hey, overload, overload, overload. I hardly ever eat. I just can't understand it. But it's what you're eating. So it's about changing your perspective on things, moderation. You don't have to delete. You can make it taste better. You can do it sometimes. You can't sit up and eat fat back and hog maws and cornbread and all that stuff every day. Hey, maybe on Sunday, eat one corn muffin instead of a half a pan. Hey, moderation. I'm just being real. See, I come to you from a real place, okay? Because I live this life. And I am telling you, you can pretty much have whatever you want. We live in a life of excess, okay? And we have to be reasonable.
Have a message from Teresa. I'm not taking any chances. I used to smell something in the sink.
Mm-hmm.
They tell me that it's in my head, but I know what I'm smelling at 25 and a half years old.
I know, right? But have they tested? You can test your own water. You can get. They got kits that you can test. And if you don't feel secure, you don't feel secure. Okay. All I'm telling you is read your bottles if you're concerned with sodium, because some of the waters have salt in it. That's all I'm saying. Do you, boo?
Go the safe route. You feel the same. Hey.
All I'm asking is that people start reading instead of waiting for someone to say it on the news. Okay. Read. You are intelligent beings, each and every one of us. Don't wait until you get a symptom, run to the doctor. Oh, well, you should have been. If you had read it, you would know. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Because they tell you, when I do my Casey's blessing, I got to tell you everything I put in it. I don't have to tell you the amounts, but I have to give you certain indications in case you're allergic, in case you just want to know. And I can't just tell you ain't no sodium. I got to prove it. Okay, if you choose not to read it, that's on you. I am telling everybody to read. So, back to what I was saying. So, coffee and your body. Believe it or not, coffee affects people differently. Their mood, their digestion, their focus, even how it tastes can be changed based on your gut health and hormones. So, if your hormones are all over, have you ever, okay, I'll be totally honest with you. Have you ever eaten something, or say like lately, I hear people saying the food just don't taste the same. You know, this doesn't taste the same to me. It's not the food, it's the you. Okay. Your body could be going through some things. Okay. So it changes the way things taste to you. Okay. Or the way things, your body reacts. I've been eating this forever. Now all of a sudden it makes my stomach upset. Now all of a sudden I get heartburn. Your body goes through dynamics and changes according to what you do and don't do. Age factors, hormonal factors, all over the thing, you know. So like I said, and if they tested the water over and over again and they say it's fine, tea, if you feel secure drinking bottled water, again, just read and make sure it's not a lot of salt, because I know that you don't want to do a lot of salt. That's all. Because it's about your comfortability. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that, oh yeah, date is fine. And then 50 years later, oh, we did find that there was Appalachian blah 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 in it, and you can't pronounce it.
They have what?
I don't know. She's saying that her water doesn't. She thinks it's something.
They tested it, but I can't quite see
She
it.
said they tested the water over and over again, and they, I guess they liked it or they filtered it, or she took it back. Well, in any case, she doesn't feel safe, and if you don't feel safe, go with your gut, but just read. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so I'm saying like coffee or anything else, it depends. It could be something going on in your body. It doesn't have to be something bad, but it could be a change. Like women go through menopause, and a lot of things that they used to have or used to do or taste or whatever. I know even me, and I've been out of menopause, I found out for a while. I never even felt a hot flash, but that's good. Anywho, so there are things that now I'm like, boy, I wish I could have a piece of this or that. Then you getting this like wah wah wah, so it's like, why did I bother to eat this or get the calories, But hey, you got to try it. If you don't like it anymore, I'm not going to try to force myself to like it. Just keep it moving, And so coffee is like that too. So depending on how you're feeling emotionally, hormonally, your gut, you could be backed up. I don't know, child. But if it can be a lot of things. So, and I'm going to tell you, coffee will affect you different ways. Okay. Some people say, coffee can clean the pipes. Some people say it makes them jittery. So the same thing can affect people in different ways according to how your body is receiving it. Okay. It's like your coffee knows you. I'm going to tell you, my coffee knows me. My coffee knows, okay, this is how she does it. She needs it at 8:30 every day. It doesn't matter. Okay. On Saturday, she hardly drinks me because she's busy flapping off her gums. But I'm drinking you today. Let me drink this.
Yeah, good job.
And my cup warmer is warming and it's doing its thing. Okay. So, like I said, coffee isn't just a cold brew. Okay. It's brewed completely differently. Sleeping, no heat. That's why it's smoother, less acidity when it is cold. So that's why our beautiful assistant, I guess she drinks. I never even looked at coffee as big, but maybe that's why some people get heartburn or something when they drink it. I mean, it doesn't affect me in that way. So I've never tasted any. They were saying to cold brew isn't just a cold cup of coffee. These are the positives. They said it's brewed completely different, long steeping, no heat. Cold brew, cold coffee. Okay. And that's why it's smoother, less acidic, and often.
I could say it's smoother. It is smoother because it's more of a pungent flavor when it's really hot.
It doesn't do that to me.
And I guess maybe the ice kind of helps to mellow it out too. I don't know.
No, but they're saying that actually it can be stronger.
Really? Huh?
Okay.
Well, I water mine.
So coffee clouds and chemistry. Ever notice the swirls in your cream? That's fat meeting the acidity of the coffee. Okay. The mystery is some blends cloud. They call it cloud more often than others, depending on the level of the roasting. Okay. So yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, this is like we like our nostrils are filled with this with the aroma of Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Casey had a little lamb. She's going to eat it all. Okay, so yeah, okay, so yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. Not to get preachy or whatever, but I do believe, and I know too many people that don't read, and then they get the shock of life. I am trying to promote the people I care about, which are you guys, to read. Don't just wait for me to do the research. Read it. Hey, challenge me. Maybe I'm wrong. I read a lot of stuff. I can't read everything. Maybe you can bring something to the table and I can learn from you. But it's important that you open up your mind, open up your eyes, open up your heart. Use them 3 cells, okay, and make an educated decision. It's up. We have free will. Ain't nobody leading us by no string. We letting them lead us by a string because we get lazy. Okay, we need to get up and do what we got to do. for ourselves, if nothing for anybody else. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it because you have the ability to do so. You know, read. Okay. I'm almost done with my coffee. I don't know about y'all.
Woo! I'm about halfway.
So Jerome has said to me, I don't know where he was when I showed him my coffee warmer that Corey bought me, because somebody had come to the show and they were telling me about some apparatus that they had bought that they use for their coffee.
I believe it was.
And
It was
yeah, but it wasn't per se using, and she kept a coffee warm. Well, let me see. I don't think. Oh, it's hot. I can't really. No. I'm gonna have to.
Why don't we just show the box?
Yeah, we're gonna show the box. I'm telling you, for coffee, for tea, hot chocolate, even if you got like a cup of soup, you know, and you're sitting like me, I never leave my desk. Okay, this is not really a good picture, but it's called a candle and mug warmer. I didn't know it was a candle warmer. Okay, they warm candles with it. Okay, so it is a double duty. This is what I use, and it keeps my stuff hot because I am pretty sedentary. When during out the week, I'm a workaholic. I stay in front of the computer between this place and my 9 to 5. So yeah, if I got a cup of soup, I like my food to be warm. Okay, I do. I don't do the lukewarm. I can't. So this thing really keeps my coffee warm, and I love it. And was it expensive?
Was the warmer expensive?
I don't think it was. I think at most it was probably like $15.
Okay, he thinks it was about $15. I'm gonna look it up. And if it was, I'm sure we could find it cheaper, because you know where he probably bought it from.
Yeah.
You know, they upped the price. Okay, so I thought I felt my nose about to run, but I guess not. I'm so used to it running up.
It ran back up.
Yeah, it ran back up. It ran back up. So I told you guys, what is that meat looking like?
Good. I just started a second ago.
Okay, so what she can do now, she can start making the rice so it can be already done,
Okay.
you know, ahead of time, you know, and that way when our stew gets ready, well, you know how we do. We're gonna plate it up and let them stand in front of the camera. Don't say nothing to y'all, and y'all be left hanging wondering. Then I gotta sit here and take a little bit of it, and yeah. So we're gonna make this rice. I was gonna do plain white rice, but I really like the flavor of we're gonna do the saffron rice. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how.
Okay, I'm about to say
This is how we do it. Yep.
All right.
So you're gonna do 2 cups of the instant rice, and you do a cup. You just follow the box depending on how many people you're serving. Okay, I think 2 cups would be good for us. Is that the instant jasmine?
Oh, this is white.
Yeah, that's white rice. We got all kinds, child.
Jasmine.
Yes, I thought I bought some yesterday.
But I have some.
Okay, so she's getting, because I do instant. There's a rare occasion that I will do regular rice, but you can do that anytime. If you want your rice to be fluffy and use some regular rice, what I suggest is if you do a cup, they tell you a cup to a cup or whatever. I take my rice, I rinse all the starch off of it. Then I'll do a cup to a cup and a half. Okay, and cook my rice. I bring it to a boil, put the rice in, then turn it down and let it simmer until it gets fluffy and light, however long that takes. Okay, but I've learned to use instant rice. I get the same dynamics. What are you pouring in there? Don't put it, nope. That's not how you do it. Take your rice, put your rice on some foil. Or whatever, just sit it to the side on a plate. Okay, that's why I'm going to tell her how to do it. Okay, so while she gets 2 cups of rice, she's putting that to the side.
All right.
I want you to take. Okay, so usually I will use chicken broth. Corey, are you sure we don't have chicken broth up there upstairs?
Upstairs, I don't believe we do. I can double check for you, but I don't believe
I haven't
that.
seen it. I was in there the other day.
I usually have a surplus of chicken broth, but I've been using a lot of chicken broth lately. So if we don't have chicken broth, we're going to use some beef broth, or we can just use water. But it doesn't really matter. You need some kind of broth. I like to cook my rice in broth, especially when I'm doing the instant rice.
Okay.
So for 2 cups of that, they would normally tell you 2 cups of water. I want to use 2 3/4 cups of broth. Okay.
We have chicken gravy and chicken rice.
Okay, so we need, write that down. We need to up our surplus. We need to have pantry staples, broth, whatever broth is on sale, low sodium, no sodium. Oh, I did tell you guys that they have cream of chicken soup, no salt. Yeah, they do.
Wow,
So she's doing 2 3/4 cups of broth. You can use water if you want.
okay.
Or that powdered bouillon that Jerome keep talking about. Whatever, the chicken powder. Okay, we got that in there. I want you to take 2 squirts of the minced garlic. She's going to put 2 squirts, so that's probably about a teaspoonful of minced garlic. You can use garlic powder if you want.
Okay, next.
Okay, then I want you to get my saffron. The saffron, the expensive little thing. You're going to put maybe about 6 threads of saffron in it.
Almost forgot what it looked like. Okay. You said 6?
Yes, 6. Be careful.
I know, I'm counting.
Yes, man, that stuff is like, that's like gold, boy, man. We're gonna be using that.
So I had 6 and a couple of little phrases.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
You're gonna see that saffron here this time of the year. Okay, as much as I pay. Yes, I want just a sprinkle of turmeric in there.
Okay.
And just a sprinkle of cumin. Now, what I'm doing is I'm making rice that is going to complement the flavors in the stew. Not going to be overpowering, just a hint, but it's going to complement the flavors of the stew. Because we're taking the stew to another level. Okay, Mary's lamb.
What's the last thing you said to put in there?
A little sprinkle of cumin. So we're doing about what it's like a 1/4 teaspoonful of cumin, 1/4 teaspoonful of what else? Oh, we had the
Turmeric. We had the
turmeric.
and saffron.
Exactly, and that's it.
Okay. Good job.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to give it to a rapid boil. When it comes to, and this, remember, this is instant. Instant, usually they do the rapid boil, put it in, and then let it sit, and it's supposed to fluff up. We don't roll like that. This is how you get the same dynamic as you cooking long cooked rice if you do it like this. Okay, so once it comes to a rapid boil, she's going to put the rice in, and she's going to stir the rice up and let it rapid boil for about 1 minute.
You want some butter in it?
No butter. We don't need butter because we're going to have gravy with all the butter in it. So we don't need that.
Okay.
It's going to be flavored without butter.
Yeah. Just check. You know, butter makes everything
How we looking?
delicious. I'm gonna.
Okay, she's stirring.
Stir.
She's stirring the pot, y'all. Yeah.
I like that laugh.
I see. I was going to make this and say this for tomorrow, but do you think it'll survive until tomorrow? What do you guys think? I don't know about that. Not in this house, child. Oh, don't let me tell y'all about the arroz con pollo.
Disappeared.
It ain't disappeared. They ate it. Okay. Last week I made arroz con pollo for the Love Rhythm recipe, right? I made that big giant pot. My husband and I had this much in a bowl to taste it. Well, needless to say, the next morning, my younger son was like, "Ooh, I want to have some of that stuff for lunch." I said, "Okay, fine."
So, just heads up. Pause your story. I had to taste a little 10 piece. It's delicious.
Is it cooked?
It's cooked temperature wise. I'm just waiting for it to get tender.
Oh goodness! Oh right. See, this is
got a little tiny little
right, but that's yes. Oh wow.
Let me see. I'm
See, that's what you get for cutting it down and putting that meat tenderizer on it. I'm telling you, help speed up the, honey, let me tell you something. Somebody give me a brand deal. I will do that for Adolph's. I will do that for Lowry's, low sodium, all day long. Yes, I will.
See, because the done temperature for safe eating for lamb is 145 degrees. It currently is 189,
Okay.
96, so we're good. I'm just waiting for tenderness.
It's done. She just waiting for it to get tender. Okay.
And it's pretty tender, but I mean,
and
like
it's pretty, like fork tender. Wow. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, my water's full.
And yeah. Okay, water's boiling. Hurry. And when it gets to rapid boiling, you want to get it in right away and stir, because you don't want it to keep rapid boiling because it'll start evaporating the liquid.
Yep.
So she's going to stir it in. Okay. Did you stir it in? She's getting something to stir it in.
Yep.
Yes, you go right
1
there.
minute.
Okay, yeah. You can actually, no, don't put the lid on. Never put the lid on a rapidly boiling pot of something with starch in it, because it will bubble over. Okay, you can count it down. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. You're counting. You see over there counting. Yes, exactly.
Am I going to count the whole thing?
No, yeah, you can.
Okay, but this meat is good. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit.
Yes, you're going to turn it down.
Because the juice is getting thick.
Right, the juice is getting thick, so that we getting that nice stew gravy.
Okay, I think it's time to turn it down.
Okay, turn it down. She's turning it down, and we're going to take this all the way to a low simmer. And we're going to let it sit there for about 20 minutes until all the liquid is absorbed. Okay? No, low. Put it on low. No, all the way low now, because, yeah, you can do all the way low. Okay, that's low. That's as low as my stove can go, okay? Okay, you may have simmer on yours, so if you have a gas stove, just a little bitty flame like that. Okay, she's putting a top on it, and she's going to let it do its thing, and she will check it from time to time. She will tilt the pot to make sure that all of the fluid is evaporated or has been absorbed by the rice. You ain't gonna never know that was some instant rice. Trust me. It's gonna have the graininess. It's going to be fluffy and soft. It's not gonna be clumped together. It's gonna be ready to receive our lamb stew. So when it's now, we got our carrots. Remember. So when it start getting really tender, that's fine. We put our carrots over. It's gonna be the last thing. The reason why I don't put the carrots in right away, because I want them to have some texture. I don't want them to get lost in the sauce, but I do want them to be tender. Carrots take a little bit more time than potatoes. So if you put potatoes in, I do the potatoes last. Okay, so let's get over here and let me drink. Oof, I actually have a sip of coffee. Ain't that something? Okay, so, and this chair's getting away from me again. You see what is happening is I'm trying not to bend my knee. So usually you sit on these stools or whatever. It's not even a stool. It's just a tall chair, counter type top chair. It does have a back. And you got to bend your knee and you put your feet up on the little bar. I'm trying not to do that. So I'm kind of like half in the chair, half out. I'm going to be half on the floor if I don't be careful. Okay, so I was thinking, like I said, I was talking about the Easter egg stuff, right? And eggs, I looked at eggs. I'm like, okay, and the kids, like, even the big ones, like to color and decorate because it's like a craft. And they don't eat eggs like that, not boiled eggs. Okay, we be eating egg salad. The adults be eating egg salad forever. I mean, I like it, but not like that. Plus, I don't want to use 8 eggs to color. So I thought about alternative to dyeing Easter eggs. And I had seen something flash by either on television or maybe I was on YouTube or maybe my friend A, because I have the A with a screen that flashes things by. And I saw somebody was dyeing marshmallows. And they have a whole kit, from what I understand, at Walmart, and they did have it online just for dyeing. And I don't know what it is. Maybe they're spray painting them, because if they are putting wet stuff on them marshmallows, that ain't gonna work. So I don't know. But anyway, so I decided to look up some alternatives to dyeing Easter eggs for those people who want to do that. And so they were talking about decorating egg-shaped cookie. That's cute. Okay, that gets like a craft. You bake the sugar cookies in the shape of eggs, and you have a decorating station. Something good to do with the kids. Icings and sprinkles and all kinds of edible things. It's sweet, it's creative, and you can eat it. Then you have your foam eggs or paper eggs. You cut out egg shapes from colored foam or cardstock. Okay, that's kind of corny. Okay, you could decorate them with stickers and stuff, just because you're going through the motions. Markers and you can bling it out with some rhinestones. Okay, I guess. You can buy wooden or plastic. I used to get the eggs, you open them up, plastic, and they're colorful, and then you put the candy in it. So I'll put some jelly beans or whatever. It's hard to find jelly beans now. I guess you have to really be intentional when you're thinking about this stuff. And so I put the candy in, and for the wooden ones, you can paint them, but I guess you can't put nothing in it. So they're made out of wood, and they're probably pretty expensive. Okay. And then the plastic ones, you don't have to color them because they're already colored. Okay. And they're great for keeping. So they're for mementos rather. Okay. And what did they say? No waste sock eggs. Roll socks into eggs and tie them with, okay. So, okay, right. Check it out. You always had that sock that doesn't have a mate. So throughout the year, when one sock says, I'm not going on that crusty foot now one more time, you can come with me if you want to. And you don't, and other sock stays here. Save those socks. Roll them up into egg shapes and tie them with ribbons. Add little surprises inside and reuse the sock afterwards for a dust rag. Good job. Good job. What do you do when you only have one sock? Okay. Use paper mache eggs with flower seeds inside. Decorate, then plant them. Wow. So they're saying make eggs out of paper mache, put seeds like for flowers or right, and then you plant them, you decorate them, and they sit up there cute, but they are going to grow into something later that spring and they bloom. How cute is that? Adorable. That is cute for like older people or adults that really are into, still want an Easter basket or something, like a grown-up Easter basket. That ain't mad at you. And then they have confetti egg. That's a messy. Confetti eggs. Okay, they call them cascarones. That's what they say. Hollow real. We're going back to the real eggs. No, hollow real eggs filled with confetti and decorate. I'm still wasting my egg. So now I'm gonna throw all the inside out, keep the shell, and put some confetti. If you cook in an egg, can you like? No. You got to hollow it out. So what you probably have to do is stick a little hole in it. We're not gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're talking about cracking it against your head for a burst of fun. Okay, yeah, we didn't hear that one. X that one. That's the butterfly in the sky we didn't want to read. Okay, so yeah, I'm not. Sometimes we have to use our noodle. And the things that fit for us are the things that we carry with us. The things that don't fit for us, then guess what? We get another outfit. Or how about stay with the one we got? Because it ain't that bad. It only got one hole. It's called needle and thread. Okay, so I'm going to drink the rest of this. I really do have a sip. Nah. Jerome did not have to monitor me if he's still there. This is really good.
I just did a reverse psychology because I knew she'd drink it just because I said she wouldn't.
No, I drank it because I didn't have to run all over the kitchen. True. I didn't have to been around the world and I can't find my coffee. Yeah. Good to the last drop.
Yay.
Okay. Is that Maxwell House that says that or Folgers? No, that's the best part of waking up. Yeah. Good to the last drop is Maxwell House. I tell you, I got all these commercials in my head. I'm ready, y'all. Y'all got a jingle. Casey will sing it. Yes, I will. Now I'm gonna get me some. Oh, this stuff smells so good. It smells so delicious.
It's fabulous.
Drinking water. Yes. Love, love, love it. But like I said, labels.
Teresa said you better get them plastic eggs and let them fill them whatever they want and have the joy of cracking them and eating whatever it is. That'll work.
What are you talking about? Cracking them?
Them plastic eggs.
Well, don't. They like to hide the eggs and find them. Yeah, with the jelly beans, which is fine. But what I did this year, since I have teenagers, I have one little one, but he think he big as they are. So they got these boxes of all the kind of goodies that they like, the little crackers and cookies and candy and nerds and all this stuff, and it's all stacked up. It's called a teen Easter basket. So they got that, and then I got them these little things. They're called emotional support plushies. They're little dumplings, emotional support dumplings. So it's about 5 dumplings in like a little bed. They're so cute. And they have little faces and stuff. One has sunglasses, the other one has little eyelashes. And so they're going to get to pick the ones they want, and the ones that are left over, I'll give to the grown children. Okay. But they get to have it sit by them at their desk or whatever. If they want to pet it and squeeze it, hey, they can thank Daddy for that, because Daddy said, "Are you going to get some baskets?" I'm like,
"Oh, she gave him a good voice this time."
Okay. So yes, my husband, and I'm saying my father, my husband is all about a holiday. Okay. All about a holiday. He ain't going shopping, but he can remind me about it. But I'm like, okay. It's like there are way too many for me. I can't keep up with them. Like I said, because one day runs into the next, until the next, and I look up, another year's gone by, hasn't it? Should I remember? Was it this year? I think I forgot my birthday, whatever the day was coming. Because you just be happy to wake up and be here. So it's like every day is a birthday for me. I'm happy to be here. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. I'm just like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. I'm just happy to be here. Yes. Exactly, for real. But yeah, the holiday is really nice. Like I said, traditionally in my house, it's ham and all of the stuff, all the long drawn out. And I said this year, we have way too many holidays back to back that we got to keep eating the same stuff over and over again. And I am trying to expand my palate and do other things. Okay, ain't nobody it's not written in stone that I got to have a ham and macaroni and cheese. In my son's eyes, yeah. Okay, but it's not written in stone I can do that. It's not written in stone you can't have a turkey in the middle of the week if you feel like cooking it.
I think that was in relation to the conversation.
So I don't know. They're having these private conversations over here in the audience. I don't know what they're saying. However, okay, they're trying to read them. They're not delayed for me, so I'm trying to not say anything so we can be in sync. However,
okay, so pause so we can say it.
Okay, they want me to pause. I keep telling them I am a person who does not believe in dead air.
Okay, well, we got to finish with some other.
Okay, so simply say, may I interject?
Okay, may I interject?
Sure.
Cool.
We did that for arts and crafts for a senior citizen center, daycare for adults.
Who said that?
That's what Teresa said. We were still referring to the decoration and stuff.
Listen, you are never too old to be creative. You're never too old to do what you want to do in your life. And I want to make sure that I pronounce her name right. Precious. How do you pronounce her name?
I think her name is Gabrielle Siditi.
No. Okay, somebody look it up and
her name is
like that. Okay. The young woman that played Precious. Okay. Her mother passed away a few weeks ago. And so I was on YouTube yesterday. Was it yesterday? I was looking because I told Deborah Huckabee I watch these shows because I want to make sure that I am representing in a proper fashion. I am a firm believer that when you are in front of the public and you may be influencing some people, that the influence that you put out there, you should put out your best foot and positivity. So I look at these things to make sure that I'm not being obtuse or offensive to people or whatever, and I mean, yeah. So anyway.
Can I say what it was?
Yeah.
Sidibe.
Okay, Gabourey.
Sidibe. Sidibe.
Okay, and if I'm mispronouncing your name, young lady, forgive me. I'm just saying Gabourey. First of all, my condolences to you, okay, because your mother seemed like she was a wonderful, wonderful person. Okay. Second of all, they had a little documentary on her, and she was quite prolific. I haven't lived in New York for a lot of years. I do remember living there, and there's so much talent in the subway. And this woman used to go in the subway, and she would sing. They said she had this fabulous voice. So she would sing in order to make extra money. They said that she was a special education teacher by day, and this to make extra money. She was a single parent, to help run her household. And she loved to sing. Now, she was older, and the music industry does not capitalize on older people like myself, even if you have talent. They just don't do that. People think youth means everything, when sometimes you got to get past what you see and deal with what you hear and what you feel. In any case, so she went and auditioned for America's Got Talent when she was in her 40s or 50s, whatever she was older. And she was so great until I think she won, or she had all of these offers and stuff, but she had too much integrity. So a lot of the things they wanted her to do in order to maintain that star status or to build her career in that industry, she was not willing to succumb to things that did not match to her integrity. So she forfeited a lot of things that may have got her to where she wanted to be career-wise, and opted out, and she just continued singing, and she sang and sang. Well, she has all these songs that she's written. She did pass away. She had health issues, and her daughter is going to move forward with her memoirs, from what I understand, and she's going to put her. But I say this to say, she was just a regular person. She had a lot of talent. She just gave to the world, and didn't look for anything back. And I really do, like I said, she was inspiring to me because, like I said, I'm not no young chick or whatever. You think this is a young people's thing or whatever. It's a whatever you want thing. It's whatever you feel. If you have something to contribute, you feel it's just something that you just want to say. There's going to be that one person out there that wants to hear it. It may not be everybody. Okay, so don't count yourself out because you're not 15 or 20.
Rice is ready.
Okay, is it all leaked out?
Yep.
Okay, so the rice is ready, just like that. Let everybody see what it looks like, and we're going to sit it off to the side.
I've already mixed it up.
Okay, she mixed it out. I don't know why you did that, because I wanted them to see, but you see, look at that.
I can see if there's any liquid.
Look at that. Done. You see how cute that is? So this is nice and flavorful. Put up, but you can't do that. You just could. You don't have to mix it up right away. She wanted to see if there's liquid. You just can tilt. I was going to show y'all, if you tilt it a little to the side, if there's nothing coming out, then the liquid is absorbed. But she's all ahead of me. Anyhow, so now she's over there stirring this stuff. You think I can put my carrots in there and let it cook a little bit more?
I'm going to tell you in just a second.
Because you may need to bring that down some. It's cooking kind of rapidly.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going kind of fast. It's the sauce thickening.
Yes.
To what stage? Because I may need to put a little bit of cream in there.
It's pretty thick. It's like a step below gravy.
Okay, because I want this to have a nice savory gravy, so I may do my little thing I do.
Look, it's not done yet, and we didn't turn it up to let the.
Okay, right now. Okay, let them see, because that's pretty thick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring this over here. This is where we're at with this, and it's almost done. You see how nice that looks? Okay,
yeah,
now it's a little loose, so we're gonna put the carrots in, and that's going to cook. And when it gets to that, then I'll decide whether or not I'll put maybe a quarter cup of cream in to make it as thick as I want. Okay, but right now, I need you to take the rosemary out.
We're good.
How does the flavor?
It was delicious.
Okay, is it
texture?
Seasoned and
Okay. It has a little bit of a sweetness, but it's like a balance of sweet.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Take that. She's going to take the rosemary sprig out now.
Oh, that joint in the December.
Okay, well, take out but you still have the stalks.
Ah, okay. Good.
Now the rosemary petals, she says, have come off and they have gotten soft, so they're just like parsley or anything else cooked in there. Okay, so that pan is the truth. That pan's the truth. It really is. And the size. That's why I keep telling you guys. There's a method behind the madness of having uniformity in size, and the size of whatever you're cooking is going to determine how fast it will cook. Because, see, we cooked this in front of your eyes. Okay, it didn't take that long. This is what they call a slow cook. Any recipe?
Let me show y'all something. This thing is tender.
Oh, she getting ready to show y'all how fork tender it is. Now, if you go and get any recipe online, they're telling you anywhere from 4 to 2 to 3. Not when you do it the Casey's way. So take notes.
Okay, let me show y'all something. Try not to get this.
She's trying to show. Don't get this on my stuff, because see, you'll come over here. She's trying to bring that little piece of meat there and show. Look at that.
Look at this.
Okay.
And I could just literally just.
Do you see that?
Right apart.
Okay, just like, and she's trying to do this
Try not to
in a
mess it
spoon.
up.
Trying not to make a mess.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's coming right apart.
Okay, now, it's coming apart. Oh, there she
I
goes.
dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah, it broke right apart.
Okay, you might as well eat that.
I am.
She's gonna eat it.
You gotta tell me twice.
That's pretty good.
I should have did it on camera. I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again. She's gonna eat it.
It's so tender.
Is it flavored well?
It's just melting in mouth.
Okay, it's not overly sugared. It's a good balance.
You can taste just that little hint of the cinnamon.
Oh, good.
But it melds really well with all the other flavors.
Cool. Okay, so turn that down a little, because I don't want all my juice to go. Because it looks like it's reducing.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn
Okay, I don't want all of my juice to go, because that,
but the carrots will also give a little juice.
Yeah, so we're gonna put the carrots in.
Now, what I will say, it has no salt in it, but it has a great flavor. I would put just a little bit of salt.
Okay, so she says a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. But see, this is what I'm saying. This may not be what you want, but we haven't put no salt. So now we can add our pinch, and we do our pinch, and we're not over salted.
So should I do the low sodium one? Or regular salt?
No, just a pinch of regular salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's delicious. That is delicious. And you got the nice flavor from the butter, has cream, made it
Yes. Yes.
It's
Butter makes things all better.
You know it. So I'd say maybe about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes to let these carrots get soft, and then we're good to go.
Yeah. About 10, 15 minutes to let the carrots do their thing. Now, see, I personally don't have to have carrots. I'm just doing it because some other people like it. I could take that right there, thicken it up, put it on my lovely rice.
So should I turn it up then?
Oh, baby. You don't want to. I don't want to reduce too much of my stuff. So
yeah, turn it down.
What is it doing on 4?
It's just like a light bubble.
I didn't expect it to get done this quick, because we could have put the carrots in before now and they would have been fine.
Yeah. It's a nice light bubble. So it's not like a rapid boil. It's like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, because I don't want to. Did you put the salt in there?
Yeah, just a little.
Okay, did you taste it?
I usually have to taste it, but I will.
Okay.
Good.
And how much salt did you do? Did you dip between your finger and your thumb? That amount?
I did 2 pinches between my
She
finger
did
and
2
thumb.
pinches
And I
between
spread
her
it
thing
around.
and her finger and thumb. Her finger and thumb.
Yep, and then I just spread it around, mix it in, and it's doing its thing. Let me put the lid on here and let it stew down those carrots, and we be good.
Yes, it looks like we'll be having lamb stew for lunch. Look at that. You know, it's like, so tomorrow, guess what they're gonna have? Hot dogs and beans. I'm not cooking.
Okay. All right,
I'm not cooking again.
anymore.
I'm not doing it anymore. Starting now. Okay.
But while that's getting done, I'm going to go ahead and wash these few dishes.
So she's going to tidy up because we got the next show, and I'm going to do, like I said, the spicy, sweet and spicy glazed chicken wings. Yeah, and make this potato salad. Yes, and that fried corn. And we're going to have some margaritas, because that pairs well with that. And we're going to have some great conversation. So I want you guys to hurry on over to the Love Rhythm recipe at 6 p.m. if you can, because it's going to be a good one. It sure is. And beautiful assistant will be there doing her thing. Yes, she will. So I say it's going to be a good stretch meal if it can make it. Now that I know it doesn't take that long, if you do it, what I say, get up in the morning on Easter. Yeah, exactly. Marinate that meat the night before. Get up early in the morning before you go to church or whatever, if that's what you do, and put that sucker on. By the time you get ready to go, it'll be ready. Stick it in your crock pot, whatever. You come back, you can have yourself rice, you can have mashed potatoes, you can put potatoes in it, you can have some string beans, you can have, if you want to do collard greens, a vegetable, a salad, whatever you like. Okay, make yourself some muffins or some crescent rolls or whatever. Okay.
You know what? And the flavor of that meat would taste delicious in like some pita bread or just
okay. Yeah, she's saying delicious. Yeah, it's a lot of and then next week when you're stretching it, you can, like she said, use some pita, cut some little pita pieces, and you can use that. There's so many things you can do. Put it over some noodles, like I said. Hey, put it over some pasta. It's endless. You can put it in the freezer and freeze it and reanimate it, and it's going to be even more flavorful. Make the most out of your meals. Don't just let it be, hey, that day. Make the most out of your meals. So you say you're gonna give yourself a Subway sandwich for the. Hey, I hear. Hey, okay, I'm not telling anybody what to do. Listen, you have to do you. You cannot allow someone to push you into doing something that's beyond your comfort zone if you don't want to. Some people do lavish meals, for every single holiday. I know that was my mother. She was the cooking somebody. Okay. There was a ham, there was a this, there was the chicken, the turkey, everything. You have to accommodate your life and the real of your life. We want to replicate a lot of things. Hey, it may not be possible or it may not be feasible financially for you to go there, and that's why I said I love when everybody brings something. You can coordinate what we're going to have on the menu, and you get together with those people that are coming and you say, bring this, bring that, or y'all can send me the ingredients and I'll cook it if you don't feel you can, but stop taking all the liability on yourself unless you just want to. Do not feel obligated to, because we got way too many holidays and we got way too many days that we got to eat. Okay, that's beyond the holiday. Love them to death, but we need to put things into perspective. Hey, because life be life and all day long. It really does. And trust me, you don't want to have to figure out which one of the ice cubes that you eat that's going on, you want to imagine that tastes like steak. You really want to have some food there. And so you need to be cognizant of how you navigate and where you navigate. And see, I regress because I was telling y'all about all these earlier. You don't have to be part of Instacart to go on there and see, hey, this store may have this store. So it can give you a navigation thing too. I do say, hello, there you go. I'm all ready for you, Lone Wanderers Bunker. I got the a nice meal for tonight. The topic is self-esteem in a relationship. It's just for you. Wow. You're making your own burritos. Fantastic. I know. You just need one, and especially, yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, I need to be able to rest tomorrow because, ooh, baby, it's gonna be on and like popcorn next week.
Shucks, I meant to set a timer.
Okay.
I would say we probably had about 5 minutes since I did that.
Okay, so she's setting a timer for the carrots. Once the carrots are done, what you say? You gonna have your chi pina? Oh, the little teeny tiny sip pina colada. That's what she says she's gonna have. So I'm with you. Lone Wanderer's Bunker. Lone Wanderer's Bunker is the reason why we are doing this show tonight at the Love Rhythm Recipe. Lone Wanderer's Bunker, I am making some sweet and spicy glazed chicken wings. I'm kind of trying to segue into spring, and Deborah Huckabee was the catalyst for that, doing some things like that. It's going to be really good. It's going to be something simple that everybody can do. And it's going to be a meal that's going to allow us to dig deep into the recesses of these relationship dynamics. Yes. What you say? No more kids. Kids gone. Excuse me. I got a cough. Oh, boy. I just got a tickle all of a sudden. I think it was.
The algae trying to
the algae's trying to.
No.
Honey, my body said no. Okay. I just think that I needed some water because I can go on and on and on and on and on. Yes, I can.
Ma'am,
so
would you possibly pass me is there a paper towel behind you?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So, I can't wait.
Yeah, I just checked them carrots. They already pretty soft.
See, the carrots are soft, just like I am telling you, this pot is like.
It's been 5 minutes. But
this pot is amazing. It's amazing. I only use these pots when I do this stuff on Saturday. They sit there and I pay homage to these pots. It's gonna last a long time because I only use them for this.
Said loving you is easy.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
They are pretty, but like I said, once you learn how to cook in them, understand the dynamics of the heat, it's on like popcorn because I'm sitting here in amazement. We are about to have some lamb stew. Yeah. I take the baby carrots and steam them with butter and honey. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. Definitely. Yeah, exactly. I wonder, can they? Because can you guys download pictures on the community page?
I think.
Yeah, I think you should be able to upload stuff as long as you're a subscriber. I think y'all need to start sending me some pictures of some of this good stuff. I need ideas. Yes, I do. I'm not the only one out here wheeling a pot. Y'all have some good ideas. Because I think the next kind of food that I am going to conquer is real East Indian cuisine. I'm going to find something. What you say? You talking about the pina colada, Teresa? Yeah, I think that I'm going to conquer East Indian cuisine. I am also going to learn how to make, and I'm going to try, okay, how to make Casey style curry chicken and roti. Okay, well, I'm scared to make anything like that because it'll never make it to the table. Anywho, butter chicken. Yes, I know how to make that. I think butter chicken is a good one. We always go right back to chicken, Lone Wanderer Bunker. Butter chicken is really, really delicious, and I have a great step up for it.
Okay,
so that's a good thing.
Side note, sorry guys. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this up so that the juice can finish thickening since the carrots are already.
Okay, well, no, I don't even have to do that. Get me some cream. Okay. I'm gonna step this up with a little bit of a heavy whipping cream so I can thicken up my sauce so we can plate this puppy up. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab the bowls up.
Yeah,
which one we put in there?
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go over here. Maybe I shouldn't point. Maybe I shouldn't point the camera. Yeah. Yes, that's the truth. That is so true. Okay, so I'm gonna hobble over here and I'm gonna try not to step the wrong way so I can do this. Okay, if I yell, y'all know why. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in here to step it to thicken it up so we don't have to wait. Okay, I need a pot holder. Oh no, I don't.
Okay, it's not that hot.
Excuse-moi. I was under the impression that it would be hot. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is we're going to take this. Here, you can wash that off. And I'm going to put this top over here into my top holder. Yeah, this definitely needs some thickening up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm losing juice, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Let me turn this down. This thing needs to go. This needs to go to a low simmer now. Yes, it does. Oh yeah. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm gonna take maybe a quarter cup of cream and put it in here and see if that works. If it doesn't, then we're gonna do a little butter. And if that doesn't work, then we're gonna do a little bit of my magic paste that I mix with my keto flour. You can do regular flour, a little bit of cream, and just sit that in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna slow this up a bit. Oh, that did it. That did it. Hey, give me another half a piece of butter. I think I want a little bit more butter in here.
Give me a second.
Okay. Oh, that did the trick, y'all.
All right.
Just like that.
Love it when things work on the first try.
Yes, this is beautiful. I am so proud of this stew. Good job, beautiful assistant. Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
I learned from the master.
Yes. This is.
Okay, so you said half a stick, correct?
Yeah, we're going to put a half a stick. So that was a stick and a half of butter. And just because it's just going to make it even more savory and thick, it's going to melt right away. I'm going to stand here and stir it as it melts. She's going to get everything tidied up. And we're going to be ready. We left a piece of the rosemary.
I was looking for that.
Okay, she was looking for the rosemary. Okay, we left that little, because rosemary looks like a tree.
It had softened up so much that
yeah, exactly. So I'm letting this just melt in here, and I'm stirring, and it's getting thick. Oh wow, this is going to be fabulous on this flavored rice. But like I said, you can use a lot of different dynamics. See me. When you're trying to be good and you eat keto, this right here. This is keto. Can you believe it?
Woo-hoo.
This savory dish is keto. You can put it over cauliflower rice, or I'll just eat mine just the meat. And I mean, the carrots have a higher carbohydrate content, but it's not that high as a vegetable. So it definitely is low carb. And if you're doing even 25, if you watch what you eat, if you're doing 25 carbs and you're trying to do a keto diet, 25 to 50 can keep you into ketosis. That little bit of carrot ain't gonna hurt you. You just make sure that you count your carbs. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
I have to make an allotment for it. But it shouldn't. The little amount, because we have a half a bag in a whole big old pot.
Right.
So the little scoop that you get isn't gonna hurt you.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And a lot of the recipes that I make, the meat part is keto. It gets out of being keto with the other things that go with it, but that's a choice. You have the choice. You don't have to eat low carb and it not be flavorful and delicious. You don't have to eat low carb and it not have savory gravies. Don't get it twisted. People are lazy. It's easy for them to give you something bland and say, oh, that's healthy for you. Hey, cooking is a chemistry and an art. We all have the power to be part of that in that club. Okay, we just have to have fearlessness when we cook.
Okay, so you got your bowls right there.
Okay, I'm gonna need ladles.
All right.
Yes, I am. Hey, Corey, you want to come over here and you want to make your special kind of little rice cutie thing? He does this little cutie thing with the rice. Yeah, and do that in there. Yeah.
Okay, here's your ladle.
Okay, we have a ladle. He's going to make a cutie thing. Okay. Okay. We got our parsley out for Yeah, I'm still stirring because I got this on a low flame, so the butter is buttering in here.
I'll take that.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, that's gonna be nice. Really, and it's almost melted all the way. But that butter was in the refrigerator, y'all, and it's cold in my fridge.
And our timer.
Okay, timer's off.
Nope. Excuse me.
Okay, I just turned the light on.
All right.
Okay, so it's almost butter is done its thing. So this is what I'm gonna try to bring this pot over here. Maybe you should bring it, and then I'm going to show them. I will tilt the camera so you can see, and I'm gonna get off this leg because it allowed me to stand up here and not scream. So I'm not gonna push the issue because I still got to do the other show. So let's see. Let's get the pot in there. That is, you don't have to tilt it.
Okay.
That is what that looks like. Yeah. How that's the thickness you want. That's going to go good over your rice, your potatoes. Like I said, you can put potatoes in there. You are now Easter compliant. Woo. If that's what you want. You have extra stuff. And like us, we're doing it Easter Eve. How about that? Yeah, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I ain't going to even lie. It's going to be good.
Hold on, so should we put the gravy in first?
No, we're gonna pour it over the rice.
Okay.
Okay,
First,
you can tell
ready?
Tell your daddy.
Oh, well, I was making it.
Okay, I'm gonna make it. Okay. I'm gonna make the plates.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Okay. When you finish that, we're getting all fancy, y'all. Okay. See, he revealed to me one of his skills. Okay, so now he's going to be the rice whisperer to be the decorator of the rice. Okay, so he did this, y'all. Okay, let me see. You know, we don't usually go through all that, but I guess you can see. I guess y'all can see. He got this little cuppy looking thing. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I have summoned him. He shall.
Okay, she has summoned her father. She summoned him. Okay, so I'm gonna start dipping this up. Get a little. And I still see a rosemary sprig in there.
Oh gosh! Well, you know what? I'll dig through it after y'all finish.
Okay, so let me just put that on there and ladle that on there. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. I am not going to give him a lot because why are you giving so much food? But then if I don't give him a lot of food, then he's complaining that he don't have a lot. So let me get that parsley over there. Okay. This is a sight to behold, y'all.
It's beautiful. Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Who else we got? Okay. I'm going to put that. Is that enough for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's open that. Put a little sprinkle on there for you. You can taste that. Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll be the first to taste.
No problem.
Okay, get that pouring right there. Give me some more gravy.
All right.
All gravy is hitting on everything.
It is. First of all, let me show you how this looks. This is beautiful. There we go. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see really good. I can't really tell. I'm hoping you guys got a good idea of what that's doing in there. Oh no, he said I'm hungry now. The Lone Wanderer's Burger said, see y'all later. I'm hungry now.
Okay, we're gonna see you at the party later on, Lone Wanderer.
Yes, we will. Let me get this little taste going. So the carrots have a slight bite to them, but they have a nice tenderness to the outer part of it. It's gonna be really good. Whatever, I should put it all with everything. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the rice. I'm gonna get a little bit of this meat. And I'm gonna get some carrot.
Hey.
Hello.
Just a second.
Oh man. I haven't even eaten none yet.
God.
Y'all guys make me feel like I'm starving.
Oh my God. It has the perfect amount of sweetness. Just a little bit of a spice because we had like a little bit of cayenne in the Casey's blessing. It's
A
so
little bit of the heat too.
a little bit, just a tad. You got the garlic.
He's over here eating with a fork, so it must be pretty thick.
Me too.
Yeah, I forgot which one is which. I think
Probably.
this is. That's Daddy's right there.
Yeah, that got rice in it.
Something.
The rice is tender, perfectly cooked, nice and fluffy. And it has all those delicious turmeric and the saffron in there, that garlic hitting it.
Oh
Woo!
my God.
It
Okay,
is
let me
so
show you
good.
his,
Oh.
y'all. Okay.
So good.
Yeah, that's Daddy's. There you go. I guess you can see. Okay, there you go.
Anticipation.
Okay, so
It's delicious.
okay, what do you think, Correlot? He has a fork. Can you believe he's eating
So
this
do
with a
I.
fork? Okay.
It's delicious. First off,
Okay, can hear you.
The sweetness. It's not. It doesn't overpower everything. It's perfect. Oh my goodness, I can't even like.
Can't
begin
word.
this.
He
I
can't
word
articulate.
the.
Oh, baby, you put your foot in this.
You like it?
Yes,
Oh my
honey,
God.
yes.
The meat is very tender.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
it
smooth. It's delicious.
Oh, this is delicious.
It is
Oh my God.
delicious.
And I see what you mean about the carrots having that bit of a bite to it.
Yeah.
Right.
It has a nice dynamic of textures,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
it all works very well together, and just make your mouth happy.
Right,
all
and-
the way down.
right. Because you don't want everything to be mush. I mean, some people do. If you do, put it in a food processor.
Wow, this is good.
How about? And my husband does not like to eat lamb. Every time I make it, he likes it. It's in his mind. I almost didn't tell him it was lamb. Okay, so now I'm gonna try this, y'all, and y'all see what's going on.
In like 2 hours.
And that was cooked in about 2 hours with the
Really?
talk and everything else. Okay, I didn't. I'm amazed. I'm gonna taste some.
Shoot, this may not last so long.
It's not gonna
No.
last. It's almost gone now.
How much did you make?
About a half a pot or whatever.
Oh, that ain't gonna last.
It's not. This was supposed to be Easter dinner, but I guess not. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna let you see. Do you see? Y'all see this, right? How delectable is that? I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
Mm.
Watch me. Mukbang all the way.
That's good.
That's delicious. This would be really tasty with some potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're talking about some gamey. It don't taste like nothing I just shot.
Nope.
No.
Mm. Wow. It's so many different flavors, and when it hits your tongue, you can taste every single thing that I put in here down to the butter. It is not overly sweet, but it has at the back of your tongue, you feel that sweetness with the heat and the spice. You taste the turmeric, you taste the coriander, you taste every single seasoning.
We gotta do this again.
Okay.
What?
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Guess
Okay.
you got a new feeling on lamb.
And he got a new feeling on lamb.
Yes, Lord. This,
I'm gonna have to do this again, y'all. Look at
this
this.
is very, very good. I mean, wow.
That lamb like, how you like
Oh
that?
my goodness. I'm sorry. This gonna be the next year, and I'm gonna have to cook it the next day, cause you're gonna love this when you reanimate this next week. Oh baby, you know I got to keep one more, y'all.
And like I say, I don't like lamb like
You
that.
don't like It's so tender. Okay, here I go again.
I like this better than beef too.
He likes that, but I'm smacking myself, patting myself. Come on over here, beautiful assistant, so I can smack you too.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have me smack you. Well, hold on now.
No.
You gotta smack the chef.
Okay, she executed this perfectly.
Yeah.
Look at that. Good job. Look at that. She executed perfectly. She ready to fly solo on this one. She had to watch the video.
Wonderbar.
Yes. I am telling y'all, if you liked what we did here today, hey, y'all need to hit the like button. Stop playing. Hit the like button. Y'all know y'all want to see me. We gonna do this thing. We come up with stuff. We step it up to levels that you will never, ever have before up in this here piece, okay? Trust and believe. If you never had it before, you're going to want to have it moving forward. Trust me. It's delicious. So if you liked it, hit that like button. Yes, you do. Okay? I need you to leave a comment. Let me know. Share this stuff with people. Ain't nobody going to know what's happening over here if y'all don't let folks know. Okay? If you're new and you're just looking and you got wandering mind as to whether you want to come back, hey, I need all the family and friends I can get. So I need you to subscribe. Do you hear what I'm saying? Make sure once you subscribe that you turn on all your notifications because I got so much more to show you. Yes, I do. It's so much more coming. We're going to live this life. We're going to get through whatever phase we have to face, and we're going to eat good in the process. Yes, we are. Okay, and as always, you know what I wish you? I wish you love, peace, and some great weekend eats. Oh, baby. Come on by here at 6 o'clock and check out the Love Rhythm recipe where I'm doing some sweet and spicy glazed chicken wings. Some potato salad that's going to blow your mind. And we're going to have some conversation about self-esteem in a relationship. I'm going to see y'all later. Love you much. Bye-bye. I mean, this is hitting on it. Yes.